I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm hustling.
He is the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska.
He's good at what he do.
Hey, Daddy.
Undefeated WBO lightweight champion of the world.
Hey, Daddy.
BoxingVoice.com. Taking, any credit away from Errol, he's a great fighter. He's good at what he do. But when you compare him to Terence Crawford, there's no comparison.
It's $1 me.
I'm just a better fighter.
BoxingVoice.com.
Sit back and watch this. I promise you something. All that shit you talking don't mean nothing. I can bump my guns at you and you can bump your guns at me, but at the end of the day, them two brothers got to get in the ring.
Hey, Daddy, it's $1 me.
We've been here before. You try to get there. Alright? I can tell you how it is to be undisputed. You can't tell me shit.
This $1. Hey, Daddy.
Y'all support y'all fighter. Let's come together, make this event a success.
BoxingVoice.com.
Everything about Terence Crawford is better than Errol Spence Jr.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
Boxing fans, are you ready?
Hey, Daddy.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
What up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and we are back to discuss the welterweight division. Terence Bud Crawford has officially vacated the WBO title. He's also no longer the Ring Magazine lineal champion at 147 as of Saturday, the Saturday that he defeated Madrimov. So Crawford no longer has the WBA, no longer has that Ring Magazine. Brian Norman Jr. elevated to full champion, and now the question is, what will Norman do next? Is he going to fight Teofimo Lopez? Is he going to go into a unification with Jerome Boots Ennis? What will we see from Brian Norman Jr. now that he is full champion? Now, I'll be honest. I was told he was going to be on a card. I think it was potentially the Keyshawn card, man. I got to double check. But the thing is, that was before he was elevated. Now, how do you put him on that card if he's the full champ now? So that's just something to consider. Yeah. Norman will be fighting someone, I am told. I don't know if this is going to change now that he's been fully elevated, But I've heard rumors of a potential Brian Norman fight with a highly ranked WBO welterweight. And we'll see if that happens. What can I say? unless Teo steps up and decides, all right, now he's got the full belt, I'm ready to play ball with Top Rank, and then Top Rank has to forgive him and find a date for him because, he no longer has his date, right? He let that slip by, even though that date hasn't come yet. So I don't know how that works, but we shall see. The question is, what's next for Norman? I don't think it's going to be Boots or Teo next unless Teo can pull a fast one. Like I said, the fight was on the table. For whatever reasons, everyone has moved on. I'm told Brian Norman has a different direction he's headed in. But again, this was before he had got elevated. Now we're talking about an elevated WBO champ. Does Top Rank change their plans? Do they take him off the Keyshawn card? Do they take him to Atlanta and let him, hometown fight because he's got the belt now and see can they build the fan base? I don't know. We shall see. But the phone lines are open. It's a simple show. Brian Norman is your new WBO champ. The division gets a little bit more exciting. Now we can get a unification with Boots Ennis. We can get a unification with Mario Barrios. We can potentially see Teo come to 147 from 140 and face Norman. A lot of possibilities for Norman as of today. But this is what we're talking about. The WBO have officially elevated Brian Norman Jr. and sent out those correspondence to all media members yesterday. I got the email, I think, right after the show, stating that, Crawford was no longer the WBO champ. I'm trying to see, can I find that email in my email? That being said, phone lines are open. The actual phone lines are going to open in about another 6 minutes. And Discord is available. Twitter Spaces also available for those that want to call in. We are talking Terence Crawford being stripped of that WBO or vacating that WBO, because I'm looking for the actual email to see what the wording was. And Brian Norman elevated to full champion. All right, so it's taking a little longer, which is crazy because it literally came through last night, or yesterday, excuse me. But yeah, Brian fully elevated, and now we could get those fights, man. Hopefully Eddie Hearn jumps on this, right? Top Rank has no reason to rush a unification, but Eddie has a more developed, quote-unquote, star in the division. So, he may want to rush to this particular unification because it builds the profile of Ennis to have two belts. It helps Eddie certainly, achieve his job of getting Ennis the best possible fights out there. But phone lines are open. We're going out to Moose. What it do on Discord? All right, Moose dropped off. Malcolm on Twitter.
Yo, you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Shout outs to Boxing Boys. My bad, I'm still at work and shit, so you hear some noise. But I'm gonna make it quick. With Bud, man, this whole thing about him, vacating, and we kind of expected this already, so I'm not surprised. I'm happy for Norman. His last fight, I didn't expect for him to pull that off because of his performance prior to that. But with Norman, man, I'd like to see. I'm cool with the Ennis fight. It'll be both their toughest fights to date. You know, we really get to see what Ennis is about and Norman. You know, that'll be a good one. Tio, that's the fight that I would really want the most. Just cause, you know, I'd also like Barrios too. But yeah, I think he really needs some kind of popularity fight. I don't want to say something like Blair Cobbs because it feels like a step back. You know, it's just Blair Cobbs is very good at selling, you know, so that'll probably help with his name. But I really just want the Tio shit, man, and they could do so much more with that. If him and Tio fight at 147, the winner, all right, you already keep that WBO strap, and then I seen some shit saying if Fundora doesn't defend his status by December, he's gonna get stripped, and then it goes to Bud. So either one of those guys, especially somebody like Tio, you've been crying for that fight. You could force, you know what I'm saying? You could force his card, or even if Ennis gets that fight and he beats Norman, you got that. You can activate super status, you know, super champion status, and you can force that fight with Bud. You feel me? And it's either he fights you or he just gets stripped, you know. But yeah, that's just really it, man. But I'd really like Tio and Norman to mix it up, you know. That's really all I gotta say. Shout out to you, Ness. Shout out to Boxing Boys. I'm gonna keep tuning in.
All right, champ. We got Hawk, Maryland.
Yo, TVV. What's good morning, Ness?
Good morning, Hawk.
Ain't too much. How you feeling today, my brother?
Bless. Highly favored.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, that's some good stuff there. But you know, I kind of wanted to say something to you on your, but I don't know. I think you're playing devil's advocate with the TO thing. So, 'cause you know, I don't really believe that guy was serious about fighting nobody. I don't think he was going to fight Terence Crawford. And I know now that this Norman thing to come up, where he started hearing his name, T.O., this bullshit. No, T.O. ain't fighting that nigga. T.O. backed out of the fight because it was on a Friday instead of a Saturday. That was his story, that why he wasn't fighting Norman. So I don't want to hear nothing about T.O. might fight Norman. I hope the conversation don't go nowhere near that because T.O. ain't doing nothing. That's a lie. He been lying the whole time. He ain't doing nothing. Plus, he is declining in skills anyway. So, yeah, we're going to talk Norman. We're going to talk Boots. And who else at the top of the ticket for Norman? We got, not Boots, but who's the other at the welterweight division?
Barrios.
Yeah, that's him. Barrios. Yeah. So, yeah, and this all dropped just yesterday, huh? When Crawford dropped the belt.
Yep.
Immediate elevation. Cool. Yeah. So that has a lot of spark to the division. Yeah, I'm with it. You know what? Even Devin Haney might got a shot out there. He probably come back by December, right? He might jump up to 147. Might get some work there. What do you think about Haney going at him?
You know, if he's back, I see he's in the gym.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that'd be a good. He'd like to jump right up for belts. Norman or the one you just named, the Mexican kid for Haney, at least by December, because Norman ain't gonna fight right away. He'll probably fight by December. What you think they might have lined up for?
November. They got him. I think he's lined up for November.
Okay, they got a fight for him?
Yes.
Oh shit, who's that?
I'm not at liberty to say, but he's highly ranked.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's good. Okay, well it's good then. Yeah. Well, I'm with that, man.
I mean, I would use the word decent.
Okay, decent, cool.
I mean, his father don't like it. His father don't like it. I just interviewed the father, and we didn't use the person's name, but you know, he obviously said that he would rather wait for Tio than fight the guy that they offered him.
But that's the problem. Tio is wasting people's time. He is not going to fight Norman. I just don't believe it. You know what I mean? He keeps he tries to keep his name out there.
That is the best. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doubting Tio. Like, how is Norman any more dangerous than Josh Taylor and Vasil and Richard Comey? I don't get why y'all be doubting Tio. Like, he don't even move like that. Like, the only dude that we got clause for avoiding is Devin. I felt like, I don't know what him and his dad was doing, asking for weird amounts of money and always just acting weird in the public with that fight. So other than that, I never really thought Tio was avoiding people. The fact that y'all keep saying like he's clout chasing Crawford, that shit is weird. He's been fighting tough opposition in a short amount of fights. He gets ridiculed for one loss, even though he's taken, a substantial amount of challenges in a short amount of time. Boxing just doesn't know how to treat the fighters properly. Fans are crazy. But I do like the Blair Cobbs fight. I just don't know that Blair Cobbs wants that. He literally was in an interview saying he didn't want a title shot with Jerron, that he wanted a big fight before that. So I don't know, man. I'm hoping Brian Norman could land that Blair Cobbs fight. That'll boost the profile a little bit. Blair's certainly a puncher, with both hands. But I don't know that he wants that fight either. If he said no to the Boots fight, he may not want the Norman fight either because it's a title shot, which makes zero sense. He reminds me of Virgil Ortiz. But what up, Bo Mac? Talking about I'll never bring you on. You ready now? See? What up, I mean?
Top of the morning, top of the morning.
Chilling, man. So what you think of this news?
I like it. I seen it last night after the show. Brian Norman, the story to me, the story, I don't know if Brian Norman, somebody mentioned it like a popularity fight. Maybe needs something in Atlanta because not enough people. I think if people could find out more about his story, they'd be invested in him as a fighter. I don't think James Benitez has done enough to rally the troops behind Brian Norman, and that's not taking anything away from him. Again, I want him to be heard. I want people to know how he got to this position. People got to knock it off with the whole email champ, this, that, and the third. Listen, if you was transitioning from a job and they sent you your last check in the mail or direct deposit, however you got it, you got it. Stop worrying about, I want to go down to the job and pick up my check. Fuck all that. You guys got too many preconceived notions about perception. But I got to double down on it. The perception about Brian Norman, and his reign, at welterweight, he's got to get some good wins. So, maybe not a rush to unification, but what does Top Rank have over there? Because that's the first thing that comes to my mind. What does Top Rank have at 147 that they could offer him by way of a showcase fight? Or, not to go too far out, but since Top Rank and Queensberry are kind of familiar, can he maybe get an international name? I didn't think of anything off top, but what are we thinking about a potential hometown fight if he's no longer on the undercard now that he's got elevated status? Who are we thinking?
I mean, I would stick with Blair the Flair. That's the only dude that isn't with a major promoter, isn't tied to a network, so he should be able to jump freely. And out of all those welterweights, he's really the only one that can sell it, right? Like, Boots will sell it because he's Boots and people already love him. He's built a fan base, but he's not this crazy talker. My man throws on sunglasses and a hood and doesn't say fucking shit at all. So you need Blair. Blair is like Rolly times 10, He's going to sell it. And that's the kind of fight you want for Brian Norman to get onto the scene so that he can, get some notoriety, so to speak. But in terms of a international fight, I would say your boy, Suleiman.
I was thinking that.
I mean, he's highly ranked in the WBO. Another good fight would be Karen, just as a barometer. Top Rank does move like that. They might get him. Remember, you know, they got Brook for Crawford, you know, as whatever. It was a common opponent
in comparison to Earl.
Yeah, you know, so maybe they do Karen just to see can Brian actually cut that ring off. Because Karen was a circler. He was a mover, you know. I would say Cody. Cody Crowley is a dude that's probably a free agent at the moment. They got to check, can they get him cleared, first of all. But he can sell it because of his story. And he throws a lot of punches, so it's good for television. And if you're Top Rank, he's not the biggest puncher. He's certainly active. He's going to throw 1,000, but he's not the biggest puncher, so you're not really worried about him stopping Norman. Outworking him, overwhelming him, okay. But you don't got to worry about a one-punch knockout.
I got an interesting fight, visibility-wise, and it could go one or two ways. Common opponent with boots, but he's from Canada. You know, I'm thinking Castillo Clayton, right?
I knew you was going there. Once you said Canada.
Okay, so listen.
I mean, once you said common opponent.
Right? Eye of the Tiger promotion. I know he's not down with Eye of the Tiger, but Eye of the Tiger and Top Rank, they do business in Canada. Right? You could do the fight with Brian Norman in Canada, bring some visibility, or if you decide to do in Atlanta, shout out to all my Zols, all of my AICNs in Atlanta. A lot of Haitians in Atlanta. They coming up from Jacksonville, all parts of wherever. So Castillo Clayton, I say that because, you know, Clayton got the Haitian diaspora following him. So that could be, you know, something that brings some visibility. But yeah, I think those are.
I wouldn't mind that,
options.
but Clayton is certainly very removed. Like, I don't even think we've seen him since he lost to Boots. You know, he's
fought. Let me not say he's been active. He's fought since then, for sure.
Because dude used to do interviews and everything. Then it's like, he always used to say he wanted the Boots fight. He got the fight he wanted, and I never heard of him again. But buenos dias, Tone.
Well, good morning.
What up,
Tone?
What's up, King? I mean, Essex. Man, salute Brian Norman, man. How long will it last?
How long will it last?
How long he gonna keep that belt?
Oh, you doubting my man, bro. He took that shit from Giovanni.
He did, but I think Brian Norman's one of those guys that's gonna say, I want Boots next.
He's
not in a rush to unify.
Nah. His father made it sound like you know, you right. He could be one of them dudes that tries to prove, you know, he's Billy Badass and shit.
Yeah, I could see him like, yo, let's go ahead and run it, right? Run it.
Mm-hmm.
Boots, Philly.
I mean, that's how you do a pay-per-view and walk with me. I'm not saying Boots and Norman is a pay-per-view. I'm saying you go into that fight free, maybe ESPN, co-broadcast with the Zone. Maybe not. Maybe just let it be on ESPN for more exposure. If it's a banger, the rematch could be the on pay-per-view. And that's how things normally were. Now, we don't even wait for this shit to be a banger. Everything is pay-per-view.
Right.
But yeah, if they fight and it's a great fight, then they can do the rematch on pay-per-view. And that's how, you know, they both build
Okay,
their own
I'm asking.
brands respectively too, versus like his father said, you know, nowadays you got to be attached to someone in order to grow.
Well, I'm asking both of you, but I'm gonna propose it to Tone first since he brought it up. Do you think that he has enough visibility? Do you think he has enough cachet, enough pizzazz, enough notoriety to go into this fight? Because I see the narrative easily being like Ness said, yo, this kid came out of nowhere, beat Giovanni Senti and trying to attach himself to me. Or does he need a fight to show why?
Wait, who's saying that?
No. I'm saying
I know it's a general question, but like who are you Who are you speaking?
Boots Ennis is saying that about Brian Norman.
I mean, I don't think Boots could be that picky. You need a unification. You know, you didn't even be the champ yet. Like, this was perfect for you. Why would you turn your nose up at this?
No, I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm saying, that could be a sentiment. Because I ain't gonna say who said it, man, but a guy that I like a lot in this fight game. It's just a sentiment, and it made me realize that people think like that. And it's this whole, man, go headline the show first. He gonna know who he is when I'm calling him out. Go ahead and do headline the show first, and go do this first before we have the fight. I'm just saying that fighters think like that. I'm not a proponent of it. I'm not suggesting it, but I'm saying the possibility could be that Boots comes out or Eddie Hurt comes out on his behalf and say, oh, we can't make the Brian Norman fight. Who's Brian Norman? What's he done? I don't like shit like that. I call it A-side slut talk. I don't talk like that.
I get you. I get you, but I just feel like the division is you don't have that luxury right now in this climate of the division. You just don't
rebuilding.
You don't have that luxury, like, because Boots can't just say, "Oh, you're nobody, and I'm fighting Barrios," because it don't work like that. Barrios holds that control. Barrios is the more popular welterweight. Barrios been on pay-per-view. Barrios is in talks with Pacquiao. Barrios fought Thurman. Barrios fought Tank. Barrios brings his Mexican crowd. Boots ain't the number one welterweight. Now, he certainly is taking that over, and by November, I think he'll be the clear number one because he would have established himself as the draw. If he go ahead and does 14,000 again, I don't really care what cachet Barrios has off of losses, because that's what it is. It's cachet off of losses. If Boots is consistently selling 14,000 or above 10,000 back to back, he's the number one welterweight.
And I agree to your point. The welterweight division is not, nobody in the welterweight division, champions included, is not in a position to kind of disregard, anybody. The division is in a rebuild, and as Crawford slowly, relinquishes, gets stripped, or discards the belts, we're getting more clarity. So I was just stating a position that might be had. But again, I've also said I would for one like to see Brian Norman get some opportunities, because ESPN is good at doing that. They're good at kind of showcasing the backstory and bringing you along, as you build towards a fight. So that's what I also want to see, not just what he's capable of doing in the ring. He's got to get literally some of that visibility. They got to give him a little 15-minute segment. Mark Taffet, Joe Tessitore interviewing him and shit. He has to get that going for himself, I think. Not that would exclude him from any opportunities, but it certainly would benefit him for many opportunities moving forward.
For sure, they got to get behind him, man. It's the bottom line. I mean, look, if the fight that is rumored takes place, it won't build his profile at all, but it'll give him the necessary, it'll keep building with experience. Sometimes you become champ and you still need a little bit of development. And we're not sure. We don't know if Norman is that or not. Like, he's been up and down. You know what I'm saying? The fight before Boca Chica, anybody can say what they want, but, he got dropped. It wasn't looking good. So after that, he destroys Giovanni. But before that, he was also not looking the greatest, smothering himself with Quentin Randall. So, he might need the development that Top Rank is probably trying to give him.
Hey, Ness, take me down right quick.
You got it. But phone lines are open. If you want to call in, Discord available, Twitter Spaces, and the landline. We got Khaled, Indiana. What up? Yo.
I bet. All right, cool. Man, so I'm with y'all. We should give Brian Norman some some development fights first. Let's try to build his profile. I was just looking at the rankings. I saw like the number one guy is a dude named Chakram. I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know, but he number one. So I'm just thinking like going in order of the rankings. But I do like the Karen matchup. That's like a common opponent with Boots. And then I guess Blair Cobbs, but like Blair Cobbs got like a weird style. He a southpaw. So it's like that's some profile building, but I don't really like that style for him as far as like what he need, because none of the welterweights and none of those are southpaw. I mean, like Boots can like switch to southpaw, but I mean, you know, he don't necessarily need that. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I mean, so yeah, I would keep it with, you know, let's just keep building them. Maybe try to do like a unification 2025, 2026. Let's do some hometown fights, you know what I'm saying? Let's, like, build them up right. We don't got to rush Muzz into getting losses right away. Not to say that, like, I think he would lose to all the welterweights, because I think all the welterweights is, like, 50-50 fights. And then I think that Brian Norman, like, even though he needs some work from, like, what I've seen, like, he would still give all the welterweights, like, tough fights. So, you know, we could definitely, like, build him up. We ain't got to rush it. You know, we can be gradually to it. Let's like, build up the champion. Let's, like, treat him as the champion. And then, you know, later on, probably 2025, 2026, we can look to unify the belts. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that's the best route, man. And I want to just reiterate this before I go. That like Teofimo should stay far away from Brian Norman Jr. Like, you walk your little ass up there if you want to, you'll get they will run through you. Like as I said, we will mow you down. We're not finna try to outbox you. We finna bully you in this little ass ring. We finna cut you off, and we will run through your little ass Teofimo. That'll be a good name. So if we get the fight, that's a good name for us. Yeah, we beat the shit out of Teofimo Lopez. But Teo, for what he trying to do, shit, you better stay far away from Brian Norman Jr. It's not sweet up there with the welterweights. You little ass 140-pounders. That's my call, bro. Thank you.
All right, champ. How you feel about that? I was about to just ask how you feel. Like, do you think Teo should stay away from 147?
Absolutely not. I think Teo wants to go up there, and I think he might be struggling to make 140. And Teo seems like he's focused on Brian Norman. Teo wants Crawford. I think Teo Brian Norman. That's a closer fight than y'all think, man. Y'all sleeping on Teo. Y'all sleeping on Teo. But Chakram, he's 16-0. He fought on the pier last time. That might be an option for Brian Norman.
Who? Gaiasov?
Chakram.
Ain't that
He's ranked high in
Gaiasov?
the WBO. He's 16-0.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his last name is Chakram Gaiasov, right? Some shit like
Yep. Chakram Gaiasov, yep.
Yeah. Didn't he just fight, though? He just fought and looked not too good. Like, he just fought. Let me look him up. He just fought.
He fought on July 31st on the Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah, he looked terrible. Not terrible, but like, he wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he number one in the WBO.
Look, and he got deducted 2 points. What? 1 point. Oh no, 1 point only in the 6th round. Terrible. He ain't look good, and he lacks power or commitment. Right? Like they were talking about it on the telecast. I remember because this was a fight that I was watching without being live, and they was talking how Joel Diaz is trying to get him to punch more and sit down on his punches, but dude won't. He's a pure boxer. So there's pressure from the network for him to be more exciting too. You can tell, and I think he's getting cut.
Think they're gonna cut him?
Absolutely, bro. I'm telling you, if you watch that fight with the TV on, all they was talking about is how he need to start punching, and his trainer think he could punch, but he just won't sit on his punches, and they've been working on sitting on his punches, and they're gonna show that he could punch, and he ain't fucking get the knockout. and got a point deducted, and that shit was ass.
Whose squad is he on?
Pretty sure he's with Matchroom and Joel Diaz as the trainer, and Matchroom is his promoter. If not Matchroom, then it would be Salita, but I doubt it. This was Santa Monica Pier. This pretty much should have been Matchroom. They was the lead promoter.
Top Rank, go ahead and sign him. Get an easy dub for Brian Norman. Get him some confidence up there as a first-time title defense. That's what he need. He get him a little sneaky soft touch.
I mean, what does Giyasav bring? Like, how does his name ring more bells than Jin Sasaki or Karen Chudvakian or Suleiman? Like, it sounds the same to me. Like, how does he separate himself? Like, why is Chakram different than Suleiman Kiskoko or Derek Cuevas? Like, who the fuck? Who are those guys? And let me tell you, that's your top 6. Chakram, Jin Sasaki, Karen, Suleiman, David Papot, and Derek Cuevas. Conor Ben is number 7. So the best that Norman can do is take out one of the top 6 and wait for Conor Ben to get a little bit higher ranked, and maybe, Top Rank and Eddie start working something out. Maybe Eddie thinks, hey, if I could put Norman in a fight with Ben win that belt, then we can do the Ben Boots unification. It's bigger for Matchroom as an in-house UK promoter to bring Boots to the UK with a unification belt fight with Ennis and Conor Ben. I don't know that can happen because Conor has suffered those, testing positive things. So I don't know if he's banned, not banned. Does he have a license, not licensed? That will be up to them to sort that out. But the phone lines are still open for those that want to call in. Joe Pilot, what up?
Yo, you hear me?
Perfect.
All right, man. Salute to Tony. Yeah, man. That guy is soft, dude, bro. That fight was horrible. I fell asleep during it. Like, it was late on the East Coast, and I was like, yeah, this ain't nothing worth watching. Like, around the 5th, 6th round, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm good on this guy. Too amateur style. Yeah, that Karen guy, I don't know. If I was Team Norman, I wouldn't fight Karen, bro. Because, bro, that dude Karen, to this day, I don't remember.
I just got hit up right now telling me that there's a rumor, heavy rumors in Philly that Boots is rematching Karen.
That's
nasty.
I
seen that. But, that's impressive. If Boots can, bro, that dude Karen is slick as a fox, bro. And his gas tank, bro, that Boots fight, I don't recall ever seeing a fight when a guy's just strictly on the back foot. Like, this guy, like, his gas tank was special, bro. That guy, he was like a ballet dancer in there. Guy was just, he would get hit, reset, start circling the ring. Like, he didn't gas, he didn't break a sweat. I was like, yo, if this guy had any type of violence in him, like, I mean, of course he got some violence, but top level power, this guy would have been a problem. Yeah, Norman should fight. Man, I think Top Rank is gonna do him right. I think Top Rank is trying to build him into like get a few knockouts under his belt to sell him high. Because the thing is, he's had 2 lackluster performances. So if he had 2 lackluster performances, and then he has another one after the great Santillan performance, it's hard to sell him. It's hard to sell him. So it's like, I don't know. I think Top Rank is thinking smart, trying to get Norman on a little KO streak to sell him high. I think Teo's willing to fight Norman, but Teo's probably trying to see if Norman does something. So like he can get credit for beating Norman. Because what if he gets up, beats Norman? A lot of people would say Norman was unproven. What was his best win? Santillan? So, yeah, man, I think Norman should do whatever Top Rank is thinking, or if not, fight Rashidi Ellis. Throw Ellis in there. Ellis beat Arocha, and he had a tough fight with Villa. I think Ellis is a good name, and he'll probably ask for less money than what he was asking for Boots, because in the public's perception, Norman is less dangerous than Boots. So yeah, man, I think that's the fight. Throw Ellis in there. Ellis isn't a one-punch knockout artist, and he does come to fight. So I think that's a fight that they should try to circle in on. He has been in shape. He did get suspended from Team Combat League, so, he's probably looking for a fight. And that's my options. Ellis or Top Rank Diet or throw him that Gaya sauce dude. You know that.
You nailed it, baby. You nailed it.
Say no more. The bell rang?
No. When you said Ellis or Top Rank Diet, I just went with the diet because I know who he's fighting.
Yeah, you know, like that's because bro, they trying to get that knockout streak, and you know what Top Rank should do too? Throw him in there in Atlanta. Throw him down there in Atlanta.
I mean, honestly, it's not really a diet though. It's not really a diet. Like I am thoroughly familiar with the dude. Not everybody may be.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's
And
not your time.
Troy Isley undercard, a whole black undercard. You know, African American undercard. Bring them people out from Atlanta.
They're already doing that. I told y'all this before. Norman, which is nasty work at this point, right? Because I don't want to ruffle feathers, but like if I'm Norman and his father, we calling an emergency meeting at Top Rank. We're going to sit down with Bob. There's no way I could be the opener. Like, you got Keyshawn main eventing, Troy Isley co-main eventing, and now you bringing me to their hometown as the champion. I'm the opener. I might have an issue with that. I don't know. I might. As a champion, I might have an issue with that. Now, strategically, if the Normans want to sit back and be like, you know what? This is our area. Atlanta's not too far from Virginia and Norfolk, you know, the DMV. It just ain't that far. Maybe our fans could travel. Maybe we can gain some new fans, you know, because it ain't that far. But it's not his hometown, and he's the champ. And you know, no one knew he would be the champ. But
he got to open, man.
He got to open with the belt? Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. They need to shift things, I think. I mean, I don't think Troy – I guess Troy would be mad too. Like, you taking me to my hometown and I'm the opener? I need to be the co-main or the main.
Nah, not really. Troy can open, switch him.
Hopefully they could at least do that. So, you know, because, like, imagine ESPN telecast starting with Brian Norman. That's wild, bro.
Is a welterweight champion fight? Yeah, that is kind of nasty work right there.
That's wild. Like, yeah, we're going to have prelims, so technically it ain't starting with that. But, like, for casuals, it would. Because when ESPN comes on ESPN, they're going to be seeing Norman in a title fight and then Troy in a non-title fight, Keyshawn in a non-title fight. But don't get me wrong, Keyshawn at least will have those smaller belts that the casuals don't really know. They see you throw them belts on your shoulder. They don't know. Like, oh, he had a belt. You know what I'm saying? That's how they move. Noble.
Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Shout out to the breast cancer warriors, the breast cancer survivors, and the breast cancer angels. Man, off rip though, Ness, man. Just coming from love though, man. I ain't trying to. But Atlanta's like at least 7 hours away from Norfolk. At least. It might be more than that, man.
Bro, that ain't shit.
But anyway.
I drove.
Come again?
I said that ain't shit. I drove from Florida to Atlanta. It was 7 hours for me. I ain't got no.
I know, but you a hustler in the. She was talking about boxing enthusiasts and boxing fans driving, you know what I'm saying, from Atlanta all the way to Norfolk. I just can't see so many people doing that. But anyways, what I was going to say is this, though. You know, me not being, you know, the type of person to spin a narrative to make it seem like Canelo was a formidable opponent to Floyd. Like, what you say yesterday, you said Regis was a formidable opponent to Terence and Boots is a formidable opponent to Crawford as his nemesis. I'm more the type to say that Boots, Ennis, and a Brian Norman could possibly be true nemesis and formidable opponents. I'm not really a proponent of black on black crime in my community, but when it comes to boxing, I love that shit. And I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? They champions, man. Both of them, they not pussy. They pops ain't pussy. They speak clearly about what they want and how they want to go get it, which is they want to unify. Both of them said that. They want the belts. They want the cachet too, you know what I'm saying? And that's up to their promoter. But as far as them being fighters and trainers, they want to go get them belts. And I fully support that. You dig what I'm saying? In addition, in regards to the conversation yesterday about Al Heyman, I heard y'all speak a lot about the different things that he does as an advisor, but nobody really brought up the point of a case scenario where Earl Spence was reported to make about 20 million in a fight, but only had to report 2.5 million. That's why I think Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying, is one of the best businessmen in boxing, and why Canelo is saying what he's saying. But let me leave with this, man. How come y'all ain't calling for the Bacoli and the Gerald Anderson fight? That's what I want to know from you and the community. Peace.
What are you talking about? Did you miss the fight or you want a rematch? Fuck.
I was like,
what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
You talking about Big Baby Miller?
Yeah. I don't know. He went back to the whole nemesis thing, but again, the dictionary is clear. Anybody that is a formidable opponent, anybody that the public deems can punish, literally punish, or cause harm, especially as a punishment, which can cause them to be seriously harmed, that's what you consider your nemesis. You feel me? A nemesis is a formidable and usually victorious rival or opponent. So yeah, Jaron is that. Like, Jaron has a certain fan base that believes that he is as talented as Crawford, as athletic as Crawford, but younger than Crawford.
Right.
You know? So yeah, he poses a threat to Crawford. Like, why are we in denial? Why are we in denial? Even Teo on paper is a formidable, victorious rival. Like, stop protecting Crawford. Like, yo, why are we such fickle boxing fans with short-term memory? Like, we don't remember Crawford struggling to get fights 2 years ago. It was just 2 years ago. Like, Jesus Christ. Davidian, member for 39 months on the prospect level. Hey, God bless the Boxing Voice family. Ness Heyman. Peace. CLT Meach, $2. I've been seeing Boots versus Karen in November. Yeah, that's been the rumors. Ivan Reina, welcome to the prospect level. That have been the rumors. I guess he's on some right the wrong type shit. So, you know, that's not bad. John, what up? Wilder did it, right? So, I mean, if Boots wants to show people he can knock out Karen, I guess it's okay. There's not like there's a bunch of better, bigger options out there.
Why is it cool for Boots to do it, but it ain't cool for Shakur to do it?
But who said it ain't cool for Shakur to do it? You said you want it.
Yeah.
And all I said is, where is De Los Santos? Shakur about to have 2 fights, and De Los Santos ain't even have 1. All he's had is a bunch of rumors.
They icing that man.
I don't know. People saying he hurt. But go ahead, John, my bad.
Yo, pop that champagne. We on the Boxing Boys, baby. I've been wanting to hit it the last couple days, but I have to go to sleep. You know, I get off at 5 in the morning, so I want to get to what I really want to get to. I want to talk about Norman, but this is more important to me. So, you know, when the Sheik came out, I was super excited. Like, yes, he's doing it. We're getting the fights. He's making people fight. He's putting the bag up. But then we got Gary Jonas on the show, and Gary kind of seemed, you know, a little hesitant. And he said some stuff. You remember? And
I remember, and it's starting to come true. It's starting to come true.
It's getting right to that. That's right where I was leading. He said, you know, the Sheik's playing hardball behind the scenes and stuff. And we're seeing it now. The Sheik is damn near, you don't bow down and kiss the ring. He's blackballing you, aka Zoo, aka Canelo. We're seeing it, and I'm wondering if he wanted Zoo, because Zoo had the cut, and it seems like he wants Zoo to hop right into this, Virgil Bud fight, and it seems like Zoo has a date already. He don't want to move off of it, and he wouldn't move off of it. And the Sheik said, "Well, fuck you then." I'm not.
I will say this: I watched an interview with Zoo this morning on Fight Hub. I wasn't 1,000% focused. Obviously, I had it playing in the studio while doing other things, and I did hear him say that he believes that was a error on communication between him and his team, and he's got someone now reaching out trying to fix that, and that should be worked out. Now, that shows good faith on his part. Let's see if, Turkey a la Sheik isn't really Turkey a la Ego.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you're saying that, but Sheik already coming out tweeting Twitter fingers. He's already Twitter fingers this situation, and kind of put a black eye on Zoo. And, you made me lose my train of thought. Hold on, get it back. But it's some of these guys, they're not gonna bow down and kiss the ring. And I was really excited about it. I get on Boxing Scene. I'm reading the article about Tim Zoo, and you really see that the boxing community is starting to get divided on the situation. You got the people that think the Sheik is coming to become a dictator. You got to bow down, kiss the ring, do what the Sheik says, or you're out. Or you got the other people that think he's here to save boxing and he's making the fights happen. And my girlfriend's really, if I need to, I want another call. But my girlfriend, she's on the side where she's not feeling the Sheik. She thinks he's a dude with a lot of money that thinks he runs shit and is here to take over. And then, I see people complaining about how they played the Saudi anthem, and not the national anthem. I don't really care about that, but that's just, that's interesting to see where this really is going to go. Is it going to be a Sheik dictatorship or what? And then next, John Ingram, you were talking about that guy he fought. I call him the Florida man.
Yeah,
he was actually on Pro Box a couple of fights ago, and he fought an Irish prospect on Pro Box that I guess was a really good amateur. And he's like 4-16, but he gave that guy a tough fight. He lost, but he busted his nose up.
Nah, he's a tough fighter, man. I said it. Once I seen Ingram, I said, whoa, Ingram is having trouble with this dude. He was awkward and he was strong, man, and he was fearless. That's what's worse is when you're awkward and you're fearless. You don't care what's coming back. You don't care that this guy's better than you and that he trained with Mayweather. It's like, bro, I don't care about none of that. And that's how that dude was fighting. Ingram, he got a good, tough 6 rounds in.
Yeah, so it didn't surprise me. He gave Ingram a tougher fight than expected. I would still think that Jahan would knock him out, but it does not surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
Then, I've been thinking, who are the top fighters that are close to being pay-per-view, like they're consistently on pay-per-view? And I was only able to come up with about 6. And on that 6, this is just who I got so far. You got Virgil, Barrios.
Wait, what do you
Zoo.
mean? You said pay-per-view.
Yeah. Like these guys are on the verge of possibly becoming pay-per-view fighters.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Barrios, Virgil, Zoo. Let's see, Shakur, Teo. And I think I had another one. Bacoli potentially, man. I'm telling you, somebody said Bacoli had star power, and you said you didn't know about that. I could see it, dude. Big machine.
He certainly has a country behind him. The parade was insane, but I don't know that is gonna sell him tickets or pay-per-views, right? Like this is.
You got to get a couple more big fights. And then
if he's gonna bring it to the Congo or something, then I can see that. But But
then
he
you
did
got
have a lot of people in pandemonium waiting for him. They was treating him like the fucking, I don't know, it felt like a coming to
the
America.
Prince. And then you got let's say what's Inoue and Bam, but I don't know. It's Inoue. He got to do more to become pay per view. You
You
know.
may feel like
But
it's your
I
time,
just want you to think about
but
that.
it's
You
not
try
your
to
time.
tell me. I can only come up with 6 guys. You see what you think. Thank you.
All right, all right. Bro, I mean, all those names, I guess, are on the verge. You know, Barrios has been on pay-per-view a few times. You know.
Any I'm not seeing I'm not seeing any pay-per-view fights for Barrios at 147. I mean, not Barrios, Jerome Boutinez.
How? Barrios is that fight.
Pay-per-view? Boots Barrios? Nobody paying for that.
I mean, you ain't getting Barrios in the ring any other way.
Nah.
Bro, Barrios is with the PBC, and they use him. They got dates for him. They're not giving him the boots on a free DAZN fight.
No, I'm saying as the chips fall.
What? The chips fell, bro.
Headliner Barrios Ennis pay-per-view headline?
Absolutely. But it ain't going. It has to be pay-per-view. Like, I don't see the business of boxing allowing Barrios to cross the street or Boots to cross the street.
Well, I mean, cross the street really don't exist no more.
You crazy.
I mean, it only exists for who? Canelo Tank?
No, it exists regardless. What you mean? Look, even Jaime crossing the street, you seen all the DAZN logos. There's still negotiation about distribution. That shit is still contracts. What are you talking about? They still selling it on DAZN. I still bought it on DAZN. It don't matter that he dealing with Al and is on Prime. They still got to negotiate. Jaime's still a DAZN fighter at that time, and Berlanga's a DAZN fighter now. This fight is on all platforms with Berlanga and Canelo. It certainly matters, especially on the lower level. On the higher level, it's easy because we know that Canelo brings a lot of money, so he could get whoever he need to cross the street because the money makes sense. But that's what I'm saying. How does the money make sense to send Barrios to Matchroom on DAZN as my Mexican WBC welterweight? We're talking about one of the most luxurious divisions in the world, and Al got a Mexican welterweight. Why would I send him to a tough fight with Boots on DAZN? No way.
Turkey, because Eddie, I will get you beat Hearn, gonna call Turkey Al-Sheik. And you about to see that. Turkey Al-Sheik, one of them pictures.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. They have a high probability because of Louis the Cubas. We seen Louis at the LA fights. We seen Louis in pictures with Turkey Al-Sheik, and we know for a fact Louis is Barrios' guy. Now, what I know for a fact is Barrios is really an Al Heyman guy from the beginning. But again, Louis is in control of everything. What it seems like from the outside looking in, there's no Al and there's only Louis, in his place.
Based off history, the PBC have no problem sacrificing Mario Barrios. They tried to do it twice.
Now, in-house, sacrificing them to their own stars, helping Thurman, helping Tank. Introducing their African Americans to the Mexican audience like they did with Earl and Mikey. Absolutely, they'll sacrifice in-house. It always makes sense in-house. I'm not going to sacrifice Barrios to the competition.
What if that number? What if Turkey want that? What if Turkey said, I got the number?
If Turkey got the number, he's in communication with Louis. Louis is the one. Believe me, Louis is the one. And Louis has a great relationship with Bob Santos. Santos is training Barrios. They can convince him. They can convince him from all angles, But the money is going to really be the mitigating factor there. That's what's going to determine,
The only fight right now for Jerome Boutinez at 147 to boost profile and cachet is Mario Barrios. Nothing else should matter to him at 147 to fight Mario Barrios.
I don't know that that's true. I think that again, these fighters are just not creative, man. You know, why is Boots sitting around letting Brian Norman get all the cachet from the Tio fight?
Facts.
I would have been doing interviews. He's got a nice channel. He deals with YSM Sports Media. They get great traction on their interviews. He could sit down with them and be like, yo, you know, message to Tio is the title. You know, Jerron Boots, Ennis, issues, fatal message to Tio. Stop talking about 147 without saying my name. This is my division.
Facts.
You know, if you trying to fight at 47 and you trying to fight anybody but me, you cherry picking. I'm the man to see. These dudes don't talk like that, though. That shit is wild to me. I can never be in the shape they be in, knocking shit out like them and not talk cash shit. I don't. If I'm Boots, I'm the future. I'm athletic. I could switch. I could knock shit out with each hand. Man, it's my division. Fuck is Tio talking about? What you mean you trying to fight Brian Norman? You and Brian Norman need to be looking at me.
I'm the man at 147.
But he don't do that. My man throwing shades on now and hoods and just shh, be quiet. Shush emojis, bro. It's like the more popular they get, the less they want to talk.
Yeah.
They feel like I don't gotta say nothing. I don't gotta say nothing.
Shit crazy, B.
Well, I mean, a lot of people in this generation is introverts, man. Like, he not gonna have a Blair to Flair Kyle personality. I don't know. Boots just seemed like a guy who want to go to the Philly gym, collect his millions, get some change and some hoodies, and just relax.
Yeah, but who was it that he at the press conference?
Man. This the entertainment business. You got to do way better than just go to the gym and fight in the ring. And Crawford should be the example to everybody. Now, I know you're going to have these bud tenders. Man, what are you talking about? Look at where Crawford. Yeah, look at where he at. And look how long it took. Thank God that he is a God-fearing man and he was blessed. You know what I'm saying? But we all know Crawford had a rough route. He was on the outside looking in for a long time. And that's because he wasn't talking the way we needed him to talk. He wasn't saying shit. He wasn't doing shit. He just go fight, go train, go fish. You got to do more. You got to do more. Like Boots was over there. Crawford walks past him, says something. He gives you the moment. You got your hands folded and you don't say shit. Boots there. Yeah. It's the biggest card of the year. It's going to be remembered for years to come because of the amount of fighters that was there. He there hooded up with glasses. Bro, you got to be mingling and fucking letting the world see that you are that dude. Did this show, this is secondary. You the future. They should want to see you with Crawford. But we get none of that. He could have lied. Oh, I thought you weren't coming in to see my fight. I'm coming to 54 though. I'm coming to see you because I'm coming to 54. I'm still chasing you. Nothing. We ain't getting nothing. I'm just saying they're not creative enough, man.
Yeah, I mean, both of you guys are right, you know, and sometimes it's not, you know, good for, you know, the sport. You know, sometimes we need these fighters to be a little bit more vocal and have some personality. But Ness, you know, when you said being on the outside looking in, I think one factor is time, man, because that's kind of a very you know, personality wise, everybody's not built for that position. So I believe that Boots could grow into this positions. You know, he maybe he don't feel like, yo, the moment was big for him and it wasn't his moment, you know, and he, you know, he's there and he sees the guy whose moment it is. And sometimes, you know, some people don't have it to feel like, you know, this is, so he's why he's a spectator. He's a spectator, you know, he's on the sideline, you know. Maybe that's not the moment for him to speak, but you know, it's not the end. You know, he kind of got to grow into that. He got to have more experience in those big moments. And this is what we needed. Look how, like you said, it took Crawford a while. Then we seen him on one of the biggest platforms in sports entertainment, WWE, right? It took a while for Crawford to go from the guy that's going fishing to the guy that's now on SmackDown. You know, it's a process. We got to sometimes let these fighters grow into that, and hopefully Boots will. Hopefully Norman does. Now we kind of need the guys to crawl so the other guys can walk. Well, if Bud Crawford's journey was a crawl, I do agree. Boots got to get creative fast. He got to start walking, and then Norman, he's got to run. So he got to run with it now. It's got to be more cash shit
Norman
talking.
is good because he got his dad. Norman is like Porter and Ken Porter. The quiet workhorse son and the talkative father. The father talks the shit for him. But I agree with everything you said, man. These dudes need to do something. I see Pristine Sports hating, talking about they don't need the tap dance. That's your interpretation of what we saying. You right away want to put, tap dancing and degrade them. I'm saying be outspoken. I'm saying introduce yourself to the world. That's all. That's all. I mean, Jay-Z got that song, right? Allow me to reintroduce myself. So he's out here already, but let him reintroduce himself as the IBF champion of the world. That's all I'm saying. Alan Day, $5. While we know Boots isn't ready for 54, it is weird that he hadn't called out Virgil, who was at 47. They are on the same trajectory, not Bud and Boots. I mean, too late for that now. Virgil's up there with the big boys, High, low, Sports Central, $2. The boxing voice is more. Appreciate you, champ. Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder. Crowley dropped out. Ebenezer voluntary. Karen beat Scarf in an eliminator to be next mandatory. Have IBF told Boots has to fulfill his mandatory? ? That's probably what it is, man, because Karen did win the eliminator, so he's probably going to call his mandatory soon because he's got nothing on the table. Just get it out the way. Bud used to do that.
If he fights Harry Scarf,
Harry
Scarf got beat.
Yeah, he already lost to Karen. That's how Karen's about to be called as the mandatory.
Yeah, and I think I seen that earlier. Somebody was calling for, not calling for, but saying that Karen Boots 2 could be next somehow.
Yeah. No, there's been a rumor in Philly. Wits World, $2. I forgot Boots and Mongia. What do you mean, Mongia? That's strange. High-low Sports Central,
Yo,
$2.
real quick.
Uh-huh.
I think a fight that could bring that sort of what you want to see, Rashidi, because I was going to where did I see Boots?
Somebody put that. Somebody said that. Somebody. Was it James? Somebody definitely brought up Rashidi Ellis. They were saying how he was
antagonizing Rashid. He had his finger all on, like, you mad, look at him, like he's really, really, you know what I mean? Like that's a fight that he could, you know what I'm saying, bring out some of that personality.
And at least Rashidi, has had some sort of name. I don't know how known he is, but at least we know him as a hardcore. Hardcores know him, so they can tell their casual fans, like, nah, this is going to be a decent welterweight fight. Word of mouth is still the best, way of networking and marketing. We got High and Low Sports Centrum, $2. Teofimo Lopez, the Champion Slayer. See what I'm saying? That's why he deserves his fight. Rick James, welcome to the prospect level. Alan Day, $2 more. Should have just became a member, Alan. Boots fans are more interested in fights than him. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
DC3, $2. Who the hell is Pristine Sports Network? 4 clown emojis. High and Low Sports Centrum, $2. The boxing voice is made. No, sir. Hopefully one day. DC3, $2. Boots got 30-plus wins, not one real name he has beat. Brambo, $2. Munguia will be Mbili's next victim after Dairy Saturday. And he means
That
Deryanchenko.
that is looking like that is gonna be a big fight.
Yeah, they market and see, and Billy signed the Top Rank, and now they market him as the next big thing. They put out a whole episode on him talking about the next big thing. This is what I'm telling you. People talking about, oh, Ness, who's Canelo gonna fight? Bro, relax. Relax. Remember Ness told you and Billy is a fight Canelo could go to fucking Canada for. I gave you all the backstory about the guys like Adonis and John Pascal and Lucien Boutte that were able to draw American television fighters over there to Canada. You shall see and Billy be one of those.
Shout out to Jahai Tucker on that undercard too, man. He keeps Top Rank keep putting him on these cards because he's such an exciting and entertaining fighter.
Abdullah Mason's also fighting out there in Canada.
Also on that card, yep.
Yeah.
Active. I don't know, guys. What
who's
you
he
think?
fighting,
Do you
though?
think? What do you say?
Huh?
I said, do y'all think
No, I said,
that
who's he fighting?
Abdullah Mason? I don't know who he's fighting.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But will Berlanga? I don't know. Berlanga kind of selling this fight a little too good, man.
How? Honestly, I've been watching everything and nothing he said in the Gillian Wallow interview, like, yo, come on, bro. Like, how you go? Like, again, he could get that off on Gillian Wallow.
Right.
So what you bring to the table? Like, how you gonna beat Canelo? Cause you a big motherfucker. You knocking shit out. Nah, bro. On this
Goof
level,
Nugget Central.
Yo, on this level, and then this Edgar, he's too cool for school, and he's like, yo, stay. He LL too. Y'all ain't notice he LL. He lick his lips five every 5 words. It's like
I would have got him some water, man.
It's like, yeah, you know, on this level, lick of the lips. It's about IQ, yo. It's about right. It's right here. I told you that. He know that. It's about this right here.
Trigger words.
And it's like, yo, Edgar, what is you talking about? Like, you losing the fans that's riding with you because we riding with you because you could punch. Like, what you talking about? Boxing and IQ. You about to lose us. We ain't riding with you because you could box and you got IQ. You know, we giving you a puncher's chance. Wepa. You feel me? Like, don't start scaring us thinking you about to go in there thinking you some boxer like fucking AJ did with Ruiz. That's not what we want. Especially not from our punchers. We like, you supposed to knock shit out. Like, we want to see you hurt Canelo. I want to see, like, bruh, the motherfucker ain't been stumbled since Jose Miguel Cotto. Keep in mind, that is not Angel Miguel Cotto. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the other brother. Like, nah, somebody got to punch this motherfucker in his face. Plus, he acting crazy, too. He's on a super duper high horse. But hey, he could do that. You feel me? If I was the fastest man in the world, I'd be talking shit too, because you can't catch me, right?
Berlanga, again, if he was trying to market himself for people to believe in him, I would not be talking that IQ shit. I'd be like, yo, he ain't never been hit by nobody like me. He ain't never fight a Puerto Rican this big.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
all that, but, you know.
He could, like, yo, he ain't never get punched. Well, I fought Triple G, man. What are you talking about? Bro, Triple G was old as fuck. What you talking about? You waited him out. Like, they don't know how to talk. They not creative.
They not.
They wasn't on no debate teams. Them motherfuckers can't write no freestyles. They ain't got no bars, no punchlines.
Yeah, you can tell he ain't got no bars.
It's
he can't think on his feet.
No bars.
He kept repeating this at the press conference. Even the function, even the mechanics of his fist looked as stupid. It's like, you ain't never been punched like that. You ain't never been. It's like, bro, fix that shit. That shit looked weird. Like, come on, man. Like, they don't be saying the right shit. But hey, I don't know.
Well,
I'm just shocked.
I'm
just shocked that you saying that he's selling it. Cause I'm staying quiet. Like, you made me tell my real feelings. Like, I was like, damn, I was cringing. Like, man, some of this shit he need to like get work on. Some of that shit he needed to work on.
But that's you gotta admit that was not for us. That was
But
for the casuals that just
another thing that's nagging me too. Maybe it's
go ahead.
me. Maybe it's me. I'm not on that tax bracket. I'm sorry. But bro, why put on all that jewelry if every 5 seconds you adjusting it? He couldn't say a word without adjusting the jewelry, bruh.
That's what you gotta do. When you chunky like that, you gotta adjust it, and that's rap
Bruh,
shit,
every
bro. That's what
time
the
he
rappers
spoke
do.
with his hand, he had to fix the bracelet and the pinky was pointing and shit. And it's like every time he set up, he had to fix all the chain. And I'm like, motherfucker, is this shit real?
I'm showing
That's
off
where you not. That's nah, man. That's where you not used to it, man. You're not used to that shit.
That shit, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I'm just like, yo, was it nervousness? Is the jewelry that heavy?
That's what I'm saying. Literally, that shit was probably uncomfortable. He probably had not worn all of that shit at one time, and he's like, "Damn, this shit kind of,
That shit weighed him down."
Yes, you gotta adjust the moistenites. Them is moistenites.
Yo,
you gotta
don't
adjust
do
it.
my mans like that. We don't fuck around. Them ain't no moistenites, bruh.
Nah, he spent all his bread on those.
Bruh, you can't do moistenites in the city, man. They on to you with that shit. New York, the city of scammers, nah.
It passed the diamond tester,
bruh.
It passed.
That shit ain't passing the acid test, motherfucker. That shit
Hey,
ain't.
who got a bucket of acid just on the street?
Bruh, motherfuckers in New York
surprised,
out to prove a point.
Come on, man. That cause New York, bro.
Hey, yo, Edgar,
Come
that
on,
shit
man.
fake, B. Word is poor, B. Yo, let me scratch it real quick and see if it's real gold. Nah, I don't know, man. New York is different, bro. Tri-State is different. Remember, we came up on your mama jokes and snapping. Like, you couldn't do fake shit because they on to you. They on to you, man. Then you to talk. Like, okay, so that's who Abdullah facing. He facing Mike Ohan Jr. Salute. Never heard of him. But yeah, man, getting back to the phone lines. Capicu. Hold on, let me see. Look, is John back? John. Well, John, you are back. And I do owe you that free call. Give me 1 second, because Jerry has a counter. But he's not there. What up?
Is that Pastor Soriano?
Nah,
Round
Pastor
two,
Soriano's
baby.
not here yet.
Yo, so Jerron Ennis, he needs to prescribe to the two-tone game plan. He needs to be in the strip club, throwing money at the BBLs on camera. He needs to be beefing with some rappers. He needs to be, at the concerts on stage. He needs to grow the clout. He needs to be a clout demon. And then Tio needs to treat 147 like Marlo treated Avon. 147 is weak right now. The only people he really got to worry about is Boots. This is the best time for him to move up. He could beat Barrios. He could beat Stanionis. He could beat Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. is a dangerous fight. But Tio could beat all three of those guys. That's 3 belts right there. That's a 3rd division championship. It's the time for Tio to move up. I know people are, they're down on Tio, but this is the time for him to move up. It's easy strap season, and then you could pioneer that into the Boots fight. And you say you want Crawford. Well, here's a mini Crawford at 147. Get them unification fights. There it is. I think it's the best time for Tio to go up. Then I also saw Tio say Norman's getting elevated to the super champion. Like, we can make this fight happen. The rumor about me not wanting to fight on this day is not true. I don't know if we believe Tio or not. But, I fought on a Thursday before. And he's the super champion now. I think it's time to go. I want to make it happen. Like Norman's dad said, they'll wait. They need to make that fight happen. That's the move to me for Tio. I did see some dude named Curio rumored for Brian Norman. I'm not familiar with him, but I think Tio will take that fight. I think Tio can win that fight, but it is dangerous. But I think 147 is weak right now. This is the best time for a Tio, a 140, to go up. And That's it. And then, oh yeah, one last thing on that Gary Jonas thing. Like you said, we're seeing that it's coming true. But the promoters are working right now with the Sheik, and Gary was pretty adamant that wasn't gonna happen.
Well, he said he wanted to
people,
see them all on board, and they're not all on board yet. It's only 3 so far, right? Top Rank, Matchroom, and
Yeah.
Golden
Well, they're not
Boy.
all on board. We had some PBC fighters on there, but you notice PBC don't got the Riyadh season tag. So, and then they're also, somebody brought this up, like, is there beef? Because, they're putting on this Canelo fight the same day he's doing the Saudi card.
There's certainly some friction there, bro. That shit is obvious.
Yeah, conflict of interest. But then the Sheik's putting out tweets saying he wants to promote a bunch of PBC fighters, right before that.
But it's not your time.
Yeah, but he's got a personal thing with Canelo. But listen, that's the bell.
Thank you.
Copy cool, what it do? You was about to say something, I mean?
Nah.
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on?
What up?
What's good, champ?
Man, hey, man, I'm not too crazy about this, bro. Like, I'm tired of these sanctions elevating fighters. Like, make them fight, bro, for the title. This is like gimmies. This kid only had one good performance.
He already did that. That's what the interim is for. Like, he fought Giovanni for the interim.
Yeah, but just because you got it. Yeah, but because you got an interim, you still got to fight for it. You still got to fight the champion or fight for the belt, though.
But what you're not getting, if the champion ain't fighting you, you got to fight someone for the vacant, right?
Absolutely.
He did that by fighting Giovanni in the final eliminator for the interim because the champion is in recess in a undisputed fight.
I get what you're saying there. So automatically, because you fought somebody for the interim title to be next for the championship, doesn't mean that.
Bro, you need to educate yourself. Interim title isn't next. Interim title is the champion underneath the champion. If that champion leaves, you're champion in interim. Why would you need another eliminator? You're already the champion.
That's the same title that we make fun of Tank for having the gold.
No, it's the same title. Regular, not the gold. It's the same title that Barrios has. Like, Barrios doesn't get mailed a new belt. It's the same belt. I am interim champion. The active champion is busy.
I look at it as a silver, but that's just me.
But it's not. They have a silver. Again, you want to not educate yourself and interpret it properly.
It's not that I don't want to educate myself.
I mean, you're calling the interim belt a silver belt when you know that there's a silver belt that exists.
WBO, is there a WBO silver or there's a WBC silver?
WBC silver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how I look at the interim, the WBO interim. It's the backup to the real title.
So then how do you look at the WBC interim? How is that not the same as the WBO interim, but the WBC silver is the same?
WBC silver is like the NABF, NABO, like, you know what I'm saying, all those titles.
Which Norman already had.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But my point is this: is that the WBO interim, they did the same shit with Ennis. You had the backup title. You're supposed to fight number one contender to get that championship. That championship is vacant. You just don't. This is not a promotion.
How you mad at him though? Get mad at Crawford.
I'm not mad at
Crawford
him. I'm
didn't
mad at
fight
the organization.
Crawford didn't fight him. Crawford didn't fight Ennis, and Crawford didn't fight Norman.
Ness, I'm not mad at the kid. I'm just mad at the organization for not allowing the kid to grow and not putting him to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm mad at.
You mad at them for not giving them the belt like he rightfully earned. You want him to fight another fight. You want exactly
fight number one. Fight number one.
He was number one. He was waiting for the other guy to move out the way.
Jesus Christ, bro. This is what I'm saying. Lack of the fucking knowledge, bro.
So this kid was number one before.
So let me ask you a question. Let's say Turkey Al-Sheikh offers Brian Norman $5 million to fight Boots at 54. They both move up next and vacate their belt. Number one and number two is Chakram and Jin Sasaki. If they fight, they got to fight again? Because what? Mm-hmm. I mean, help us understand.
No, they fighting for the title.
Okay, so now, same thing you saying, and same thing I said, except Norman and Ennis don't vacate. They just take the $5 million to move up to 54 and fight. The sanctioning bodies order number 1 and number 2 for the interim title. You see how that works? Because a man is moving up in weight. The sanctioning bodies can't be sure that you coming down. That's why when Benavidez did it, they gave him the 2-week grace.
Feel like it's your time.
What I say this is
But
I
it's
was
not your
always
time.
underneath the impression that the interim title was the guy that's next to fight for the main title.
That's not how it works.
Okay, so then that was my impressions, right?
No.
That was my impression that the interim title was the guy that's gonna fight for the championship next, not the number 1, number 2. Number 1, number 2 normally fights for the interim title to fight for the championship.
No. They fight for a vacated title. They fight for a vacated title.
Yeah, that's the problem with all these damn belts. Like, you don't know what belt is for what now anymore. But hey, I appreciate the knowledge.
How don't you know though, Capicu? You know when a belt gets vacated.
Ness, Shorty can't leave her, man. Capicu got to steal your girl.
Yo, it's like, how don't you know? They like, he never vacated it. This shit just happened now. So like, think about how long that is. We talking 2 years? So they're not going to make an interim champion. The division's just going to stand still. Nothing's going to happen. The 1 and 2 is just going to stay stuck. I mean, they gotta have people in place because of reasons like we just saw. Crawford kept all the belts as a negotiation tactic. In case he got beat at 54, in case he didn't feel good at 54 and decided, you know what? That's too much. We got to go back down, or I can't make 47. 54 feels like too much. I'm retiring. And then he lets go of his negotiation power. But we know that's what he's doing. We know that he's keeping them belts as a fail-safe, so we just going to keep the division on halt, and then we're not going to respect the dudes that are fighting an eliminator after eliminator. And this is what I'm saying. Y'all respect the wrong person. So if Lubin gets elevated, hypothetically, because Jermell Charlo didn't want to fight him because he felt, I already knocked him out, I already undisputed this division, I'm not fighting this dude, I'm moving up. So Lubin gets elevated. He's an email champ after that man literally had maybe 8 eliminators in the same division. Like, we got to just put a little bit of respect on the fighters, man. Y'all crazy sometimes.
And I think even for the fan, hardcore or casual, that is misinformed or makes the mistake, I think the biggest discrepancy or the biggest misconception, you got to know the difference between a fighter having earned an interim title because, you know, the full champion was, you know, whatever the situation was, and fighters fighting for a vacant title. Those are 2 different circumstances, and you can't confuse the 2.
For sure. We got Ronnie Phoenix.
Good morning, people. How you guys doing today, man?
All good.
Yes, I mean, it's 2 points to line now.
Yeah, big AZ.
Yes, sir, man. Ness, I don't know if you see my DM yesterday about the scorecards. I know we were talking about it yesterday. CYP called in and said he had it at 8-4, and you were questioning how he can give it to Virgil still on an 8-4. If we do an 8-4 on a regular card, it'd be 116, 112. We're not going to add points to the other guy because he knocked him down. We're going to minus points off the guy that got knocked down. So it turned out to be 114, 112, which 2 of the judges had it. I rewatched the fight yesterday, and yeah, I don't know. It was a hard fight to score, bro. I said to try to score round for round, but it was just an exciting fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I started losing track while I'm watching this shit, man, with knockdowns. Like I said, the first round, I had to score a 10-8 off the rip, even though I thought Virgil won the first round. And for the first 2 rounds, I know we don't go off coffee box, but he had outlanded them by like 21 punches. And he was setting down his shots, not throwing them arm punches. But, man, it was a close fight to score, bro. I mean, after rewatching it, I don't have my scorecard. I'm going to work right now, but I think I scored it pretty much a draw, brother. It was hard. They gave me 5 rounds of 7 with the 2 knockdowns. I'm saying it comes up to like 113, I think. But that's neither here nor there. Today's topic is what Terence Crawford vacated the bouts, or vacated his the one Brian Norman has.
Yep.
We all knew that was coming, though, right? I mean, that's not a surprise, really. I hear what you just said right now in your last comments about he kept it for a safety net. I mean, smart on his behalf. A lot of people do it. I heard you guys talking about Boots earlier. And then I heard you guys talking about Teo, man. Teo moving up to fight Boots. Do you guys really think Teo can hang with that power and that speed?
Can Teo hang with that power and that speed of what? Norman?
Boots, Duran.
Nope.
I mean, I think they fought in the amateurs at 140.
Damn.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, we all know amateurs and pros are a little different, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't see it, man. I like Teo. I'm a fan of Teo. I mean, I won money off that Josh Taylor on the last minute because I was calling him going for Josh, and then last minute I said, fuck that, I put my bet on Teo. I just had a feeling that Teo went there and dominated him. But I just think that's too much for Teo to move up right now, man. That moving up 5 pounds, then having to move 7 pounds, you know, that's a little bit different, bro. That's a couple extra pounds on top of that. Plus, we're talking about a big 147 already as it is. That dude looks big and strong every time he fights, man. But that's my call, man. Thank you guys as always. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up. Make sure you get subscribed, man. You guys have a good day. Take it easy.
You too, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Boots is like what, 3 inches taller too?
But it's not your time.
Say that again, my brother.
I said Boots is like 3 inches taller too. I think he's just bigger.
Height don't win fights, bro. Like, what's up?
No, I know, but he's just a bigger dude. I feel like just naturally.
I mean, look, if we playing devil's advocate,
which you love playing, go ahead.
Boots has gotten hit significantly from Sergey Lipinets, who's a short 140-pounder, who's nowhere near as athletic as Teo. I never seen him do a backflip. He's nowhere near as explosive. He doesn't have the youth. And while Boots may not have had any trouble with Sergey, he got punched quite a bit. Teo's a better puncher than Sergey.
Yeah,
So,
the question is, does Boots open up the phone booth and get in there?
Yes,
with
that's
Teo?
what he does. That's what he does. When has he not wanted to exchange? That's why he's an exciting fighter, because that's what he likes to do.
Well, nah, he's also exciting because he'll pepper you up, spin around you, do all kinds of flashy shit. It's not just that.
Yeah, but come on. His shit comes in the inside. All that, flashiness is in the inside.
Yeah, it would be an exciting fight. I just think he would maybe overwhelm Teo with his size and his power. But that's what we thought the last fight, and it didn't happen with Lipinets, or the dude he just fought, excuse me. So who knows?
Yeah, he took a lot of shots from Karen. A lot of y'all said that he did it on purpose. I don't know. But Teo will land on Boots. I got Boots winning, but Teo will land on him.
Listen, I got a grand proclamation. If Teo and Brian Norman fought, both fighters would land punches on each other. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, fighters are getting hit because one fighter's got a strategy to try to land punches on his opponent, right? So, yeah, that shit is going to happen. I just don't want to go down the road of which fighter is getting hit more and fighting Karen. Now, listen, Karen fought right back into a title shot. So, again, people want to shit on him. I'd like to see Brian Norman and Karen. You know what I mean? If people think so little of, Karen as an opponent.
Well, I mean, there is one fighter who went an entire round without having one glove laid on him, and that is the great Roy Jones Jr. But besides that,
who'd he fight?
Vinny Pazienza.
Marco. He fought this fighter named Marco from New York City.
We were sparring in my basement.
Vinny Pazienza.
Yeah, Vinny Pazienza didn't lay. It's a CompuBox record to this day. It's since CompuBox has been around, which has only been since, the 70s or whatever. But nobody's ever matched that to this day, has ever not landed one punch throughout an entire round, ever, except for Vinny Pazienza on Roy Jones. And Roy's, because, people say Roy had no defense, and that's his response. Now, Roy really kept Vinny off him because Roy just kept peppering him, kept hitting him, and he just didn't have a chance to throw. That's really why he couldn't hit him, but there was a size difference, too.
You know, the real thing though for Tio is, you know, he probably got Bob tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he said, "Yo, you only worth $2 million like me." So this is the real thing. He trying to market himself, and again, really don't need to be at 147. But if there's a big fight for him at 47, I think Norman is a good fight. And you know, if Norman feels like it's a step down or a step backwards, you know, that's another story. But I mean, I think both of these guys got you know, business in their respective divisions. We was talking about building Norman up, you know, using some of that resources that ESPN have. I mean, you know, if all else fails, you know, making a nemesis out of Tio, you know, becoming dance partners, you know, I don't know, but I ain't really too keen on that. 140 is still open for Tio, man. There's a lot of shit going on at 140. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I got NFL. NFL.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
We hear you.
Alright, man. First thing first, I think like T.O. need to keep that same minutes with Brian Norman. Like you calling out Bud, you gotta call out Brian Norman. You wanted that belt, unless he was selling wolf tickets for real. And I don't know, the whole email champ thing. It's a little iffy though, cause nobody called Boots, so take no email champ. It all depends on like your fan base for real. It's like people like buying a Lexus whole time is just like a souped up Toyota. Like, so it all depends on the fan base, man. They only call Devin the email champ because they be hating on him.
Damn.
But
you ain't lying about the Toyota shit, but that's crazy. That Lexus has always been a beautiful luxury car.
It's alright, you know. Yeah. Well,
It's like one step below.
How old are you?
26.
Oh, that's why. See, you wasn't around for the SC 400, baby.
Lex cool.
Nah.
He wasn't around for them damn SC. And even now, though, what's that 460? That was the first car to park itself. Like, everybody impressed with Tesla and everybody else. The 460 Lexus was parking itself years ago, man. Them shit, I don't know, man. Y'all underrating the Lexus.
Oh, I was around for that 6 train. Shit was beautiful.
6 train? Get out of here, Jenny from the block.
Never mind. That went over you Jersey dudes'
No,
heads.
it didn't. I called you Jenny from the block. What are you talking about?
Damn,
That's my
J-Lo.
call, fellas. I'm in the drive-thru right now, so I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
All right. My man said I'm hopping off the 6
Appreciate
train.
you.
You didn't really drive back in the day in the city. We took the trains.
That's
you
wild.
dudes
Nah,
drove
bro.
young.
You know what's a beautiful car too? The LS 450 sedan.
For sure.
The big boy. Come on,
Sure.
man.
I don't know. I guess it's an East Coast thing, bro. Lexus was the shit for us.
Yeah. When that Lexus in that Jay-Z Dead President video?
Bro, even now, I don't know. Is it? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably the 460. Listen, even now, like the younger generation, they made the Lexus for the younger generation like a FS something 360 and some fast shit with wings and all that shit, man. You got crazy. But I hear him, but it's always like that. Nissan got Xfinity, Toyota got Lexus, Honda got Acura, Ford got Jaguar. Who am I missing? But there's always like that. You know, you can't have just an expensive car because there's different tax brackets. Feel me? So they make 2 different models. But
where does Devin the Dream Haney play in this and getting his shot with Mario Barrios? Could Devin Haney shake up 147?
Devin's on vacation.
I mean, he can always activate that champion in recess status for the 140-pound belt, and he can always use that same status to fight in the division above. I asked Mauricio during the ratings meeting last month. So, you know, whenever he's ready, he can interject himself.
I think Devin's set on Barrios. He already had the tweet yelling out Mauricio. He was training recently. He looked bigger. No Diddy at the Crawford fight. I'm not mad at Devin
don't know,
fighting
though.
Barrios for that 147 pound belt, man. WBC strap.
I don't know that happens though. Remember that it looked like Turkey wanted
Pitbull.
Isak, and we already see you don't want to ruffle them feathers and be on the outside looking in.
Dang, now we got to ruffle Turkey feathers?
No, you can't ruffle his feathers because you could be on the outside looking in.
That's what I'm saying. He respectfully, don't turn into a promoter now, Turkey. Need to keep
turn into a dictator.
He's different than a promoter, right? Because he's offering you the bag.
So do you guys know exactly what he is for Saudi Arabia? I just found out I thought he was like the prime minister. He heads the Department of Entertainment for Saudi Arabia.
You just doing your research, Marcos?
I just found that. Yeah, I didn't realize.
He's a billionaire club promoter.
Basically, right. And the country, he submits, affidavits or whatever. Then the country will say, okay, here's the money, and then he could do with the money what he wants. That's wild. I didn't know what countries had an entertainment ambassador.
Well, not countries, rich countries.
Yeah. So that's why I thought he was actually like a political, like he held some kind of an office position.
Nah, that's crazy. You never Googled Turkey. You just repeat his name and don't Google him?
I just knew he was in Saudi and he had the money. That's all that really matters. He gets the money and he's a Saudi representative.
He thought it was some dude in his living room like, you know what, I want to see boxings.
Hawk,
you said boxings?
Hawk, $2 Cash App. Tio has not been exciting since Loma. #cap. Oh, well, you're right. Your #cap because he was exciting in the Josh Teller fight, in the Pedro Campas fight. And what the hell? So he's not exciting in a fight where he gets knocked down 2 times? That's not exciting? This is what I'm saying. So does that go against you because you got knocked down, so that doesn't make it exciting even though you were part of the excitement? Because I'm excited when someone goes down. My tone is, oh shit, he went there. Like I instantly change when someone hits the ground, so I don't know what the fuck Hawk talking about. But we got Jury. With a count on you there. Jerry's not there. I guess he was just paying me back for the one he didn't have. I don't know. But we got Moose. What up? Moose.
All right. Let me get up to. Am I coming in loud and clear?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, man. Brian Norman Jr., man. The takeover is here. You know what I'm saying? Now, Boots is the best, I must confess. You know what I'm saying? But Brian Norman Jr., he's finna beat him and the rest. You feel me? I'm high on Brian Norman Jr. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could take over the whole 147-pound division. And I feel like Boots is going to be his greatest test. I don't see Tio doing anything with Brian Norman Jr. Nothing. You feel what I'm saying? In the early rounds, everybody looked good. Once you get around that halfway point, the truth come out. The cream rises to the top. That's where the acid tests come in. If you got a golden soul, you're going to withstand the test of time. And I see that in Brian Norman Jr. I could be wrong, but I trust my instincts. And I've only seen one fight of Brian Norman Jr., which is crazy for me to be so high on the brother. But off that one fight, I see a lot. Told me a lot. They say a photo can say 1,000 words. So, hey, that one fight, they said more. They said more than that. Let me see. Just making sure ain't nothing else I want to touch on. Yeah, shout out to Brian Norman Sr. You know what I'm saying? They got his father in his corner. They doing it right. And if they are the opening show on this fight, then it is what it is. Just keep fighting, keep winning, keep dominating, and your time will come. But if they got a problem with it, hey, I understand. But if I was them, hey, we just here to fight and win. That's it. We're gonna put in that work. Let me see. And when I looked up the rankings, I saw some dude with the world title. His name David Papout. It's probably pronounced differently, but I want to pronounce it like Papout's name. So David Papout. You know what I'm saying? I think he got like 29 fights and 4 knockouts. You know, I could see him possibly being one of the people because you said Brian Norman Sr. isn't happy about the decision, so it could end up being something like that. But yeah, man. I think is there anything else in the topic, or as I said, just Brian Norman Jr.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Salute TBV. Salute everybody on the panel. You know, and yeah, I ain't look up the Sheik either. You know, I don't say his name that damn much, but I ain't looked him up and see what he about either. I just thought he was like the prince or the king or something like that, or where he from.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
yeah, that's all I got.
Nah, man. He just Turk dog. You know what I'm saying? Don't put him over you. There's
Big
no
turkey.
how Spider Rico say it? The we
us and
over
we.
me.
No,
Us
me and
and-
we. Me and we. Me and we.
Didn't Moose
Me
just
and
have
we.
Spider Rico energy just now a little bit?
They brothers.
Nah.
Long lost brothers. We've been saying that they resemble each other.
I never heard
a
it till
lot.
just now.
Yeah, man. Free smoke, free smoke.
Free smoke, free smoke. Bring back the old Drake, man.
Chilaquiles.
That sounds good right now.
I just be saying that randomly sometimes in my house. My wife looks at me like I'm crazy.
Ah. Yo, free smoke, you gotta unmute. Hello. All right.
No free smoke.
CYP.
CYP.
Compton. He's from Compton, right? One of those. Southern California.
Marco, man, you mad stereotypical. Compton, he got to be from Compton. He listened to one Kendrick Lamar song. One Kendrick Lamar song, and CYP got to be from Compton.
I could have sworn
He might be from Victorville, or he said his wife from Victorville.
Victorville, Southern California? That's Ryan Garcia's hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know he's from Southern California. Just don't know which one. And he's not here.
CYP also not there. Free smoke trying you again.
Yo.
Yo.
There you go.
What up, TVV?
What up? What up?
Hey, man. Hey, man. Let's do it. Let me get the moment of silence for that Georgia boy, man. Brian Norman Jr., man. That kid has worked his fucking ass off to get where he at. I'm from Georgia. I've seen some of his process. That dude been. T.O. don't want that shit. He needs to stop capping. Stop all that line, man. That ain't what you want, T.O. You better go get you another child to play with, because that ain't the one you want to play with, dog. You don't want it with Bud. You don't want it with Boots. That's my call, man. I just wanted to lay that down, bro.
All right.
Damn, laid it down for Georgia real quick.
Oh, damn.
T.O. do want that. Y'all got to stop. T.O.'s out of the Devins, the Tanks, well, not Ryan, but T.O.'s one of those people that want that. No
yeah, I
Diddy.
think he wanted too because of the style. You know, that style suits him. Norman wants to be right where T.O. needs him to be. The thing is, T.O.'s probably not factoring in or gonna overlook how strong Norman is. We don't know how strong Norman is, and we don't know how strong T.O. is. You know, that's the question every time someone moves up. Crawford was just facing that, and he had to, again, show the world that he's just as big and just as strong as the people in the division above. Shit, that fight night weight was crazy. What was he, 169? What was that fight night?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was real. We interviewed Steven Nelson. He said those weights is real. That's a thing in LA. So I need that post so I could save it because it was hella weights on there. So somebody resend that to me. I know Dan the Man on Boxing has it. CYP trying you again. Actually, give me 1 segundo, my friend. Let me play catch up here. We got Matt Bent 100 on that champ level $2. Daily dose of Tank. Thanksgiving coming. Who's getting cooked? Everybody on the PBC side is on the menu, man. Obviously, Shakur took himself off. He's dealing with Turkey Al-Sheikh. So we talking Rayo, Edwin, Frank rematch. Is there anything else over there? Gary, man, I'm going to put Gary back on the table. Tell Gary, move the fuck up. Move up 2 divisions, right? You could skip 30 and go right to 35. Mad Bet $102. Missing Jermel Charlo. Where is Marquise Taylor? Marquis about to get a tune-up. We just had him on the show. High and Low Sports Central, $2. The Boxing Voice, the Coliseum of Boxing. Salute to you, champ. DC3, Counterpunch for Pristine Sports. If he ducked, give it to H-Town. Yeah. Okay. For the 100th time, Counterpunch, just Counterpunch. Super Chat is a bunch of words where I have to read. Feel me? DC3, $2. I seen Boots in person. I don't know how he makes 147. I seen him in person too. He is big. But
Yeah.
dedication, man. Dedication. That
5'10".
dungeon. Yeah, about. And he's in that dungeon every day, man. If you like, look, we was at the track yesterday, and Coach Bullet had his whole team out there while me and my wife was doing our laps, and he had them doing high knees, uphill sprints, all that shit. Is like, and then while we doing our laps, I'm telling my girl, like, that's why boxing is the best for weight loss, because everything is cardio, anaerobic. Throwing punches is like fucking cardio and anaerobic. You know what I'm saying?
And
Plus hitting the
the
bag.
isometric too.
So it's just you know, you burn so many calories. Your heart rate is constantly up. Sparring to me is the best. I feel like I don't sweat.
Well, they say
I sweat crazy doing anything, but nothing like sparring, man. I mean,
they
shit.
say that the minute you rest, whatever, 30 seconds, minute you rest, they said that's better for you when you start and stop. Somehow that's better for burning calories or whatever. That's what they say.
What are we talking about? Running?
No, in boxing, how you'll go 3 minutes, then you rest. They say that the starting and stopping is actually better than people who run, who just go straight. Somehow that's supposed to be better for you.
I don't know, man. Honestly, there's so many new studies walking over running and testing the spikes in people running. Obviously, they say that running, you're going to burn more calories because, you know, your heart rate. But
it's all about the intensity when boxing.
Long term, they're saying that walking and running yields the same. I don't know if that's true because I feel like when I'm running, my heart rate is ridiculous.
Yeah, you can feel it.
And I'm sweating times 10. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But I tell you one thing: the walking is working. It's working. I'm waking up extremely happy. The walking is working. You do lose weight just by walking because I am shredding pounds. Keep it moving, $2. Ness, who did Antonio Tarver KO on 2004?
Oh, this motherfucker.
Okay, so that's you. Roy Jones?
Yeah.
Did Roy Jones get knocked out?
Yes,
5-15?
yes. This guy comes on my channel a lot. He got jokes.
Okay. Boston Jarrett, $5. My man Marco thought Turkey was the prime minister. Google is your friend, boys and girls. Get your money's worth from them.
I Googled
Quote,
it yesterday. That's I should have used it quicker.
No, he said get your money from them, quote unquote, smartphones. It's true. I don't know why you didn't Google that.
Because like I said, I knew the facts, which are he's Saudi Arabian and he has a lot of money, and that's all that really mattered to me. So I didn't really care.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Okay, here go the weights. Shout out to Amin, had it in the tuck. Crawford weighed 169. At least I was on point. 169.8. That's legitimately 170. Meanwhile, all the Crawford fans, scary ass motherfuckers, didn't want the Benavidez fight. But Turkey, I see you, Turkey. I see you, man. Give me my deal. Why I'm not your fucking DM advisor, man? You taking my fights. Give me my deal.
Word up. I want a job with Turkey too.
I ain't gonna say it. Never mind.
What?
Hey, Mr. Marco, man, I'm duly ashamed and impressed with you because CYP is definitely confident and
yes,
and I was definitely a stereotype.
No, I remember hearing you say it. I remember hearing you say it.
I'm saying that the chat should have let you know. They know I'm confident. They know it's all about Kendrick over here. They know that. They know that.
No, me tried to racial shame me.
And Tone was right. You know, my wife is from Victorville. Y'all right. I'm impressed. You know what I'm saying? Keep listening to the callers. That's what's up. But I do want to give a shout out to the prior minister of sport in Saudi, because the prior guy was the one who kicked all this off. Because I remember Wade was out there coaching a track team, and he had wanted to throw a track meet for everybody. He invited us and some of the sprinters out there to do a track meet, and they do pay in cash. Yes, straight crispy hundreds. I mean, you talking about crispy, you got to peel them off. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to be funny. Straight crispy hundreds they pay you in. I'm not even front. So shout out to the new Sheik, because I knew the position already before he took it. You know, because we was down there in 2010, 2007, something like that. Yeah, it was a while ago. But anyway, oh, and dude, they did call Tank an email champion, just like they called Devin one. Maybe you just start listening to the show, but yeah, they was calling Tank email, and I was calling in, jumping on their head like I always do. So they did the Tank and Devin. Now, I got to be honest about T.O. I don't think he wants Bud. I don't think he do. I think he just wants big fights, but he don't really want to fight Bud. I think he just wants paydays. He don't really want to fight that dude. Bud has been a killer at 140, right, and undisputed. Bud has been a killer at 147 and has been undisputed. If Bud fights Charlo, he could literally be the main dude at 3 divisions, and literally 2 of them where we know he went after the main guy and killed him and became that dude undisputed. Because my undisputed is always where nobody has an argument that he's the best. That's undisputed to me, where nobody has an argument. Nobody has an argument he's the best at 147. Nobody has an argument he's the best at 140. Let's just cut it out. Now, if he beats Charlo, I would have to say there's no argument. He's the best at 154. That shit is insane, that the path that this man is on. And I think we need to recognize the craziness of this dude's ego. It's so crazy. He wants everybody. Everybody. And shout out to King Amin, who told y'all, yeah, if a dude get in a fight and he get hit, and it's called a fight. So I don't understand now. So now it's all of a sudden, if you get hit, damn, man, you hit him, champ. Even though you lost, we're going to talk about how good you looked hitting the guy in a fight. CYP out, TBX.
Shout out to CYP. He over there. He's over there being super dad. You can hear the cartoons in the background. I'm thinking that's Marco, because he's also playing super dad. And nah, it was him.
Yeah, we got young kids. You guys kids are all grown up.
Hell yeah.
Not mine.
Yours are older? I mean, younger?
Yeah, I got two 7-year-olds. I had to think about that shit.
Twins?
You got twins?
6 months apart.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Irish twins. 6 months. Oh, different baby mamas, obviously.
Wait, what?
What?
You can't do 6 months from the same mother.
What the hell is this?
What are you laughing at, Tone?
She's like, different baby. You saying baby mamas was just funny as hell.
You never know what'll get Tone laughing. Damn.
Marco know how it'll go.
I know how it go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done, man. I can't imagine having more kids.
Hell no.
Fuck.
I don't want none.
Nope. Done. You got one, Ness?
I said I don't want no more.
You only got one, or you got a couple?
What the fuck? You kidding me? Bro, I'm a walking statistic. I got like 5 kids.
You got
Damn.
5 kids?
Yeah, no, I got 4.
Oh, okay.
But my kids are all grown. Like, literally. My daughter's going to be 17 in a month. 2 months, excuse me. And all my other kids, 23. I have legit twins.
Damn, so you had kids in your 20s.
Hell yeah.
Your pullout game is weak.
Who pulls out, bro?
No.
The fuck?
Just drink Gatorade and pray, bro. He
had ugly women. Who's pulling out? I had beautiful women.
Nah, it wasn't that. Where I'm from, it was bagged up. Where I'm from, it was
Dude
always
still trying to
bagged
date my
up.
BMs out this motherfucker. You kidding me?
Jersey dudes don't bag up. Nasty.
Bro, wow. Listen.
Nah, man, it's the different type of timing. Sometimes, you know what I mean. You wasting your time. Yo, listen, I ain't gonna go there with you, man. But Marco, sometimes you wasting your time. You know what I mean. If you ain't going on a major heist, Sometimes you got to do the heist broad, no mask, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Broad day, no mask. You understand?
All I know is there's no way I'm going into Newark without a raincoat. That is not happening.
Right, because you're not from there. So you're going to have that perception of the city the same way we have the perception of New York. You feel me? Like, come on. You think I was going raw in one of them hood boogers from New York, from any of them projects, from Lower East Side, from Dykeman, from BX, any of them motherfucking places? Who's gonna chance?
Definitely not from Hell's Kitchen.
Who's
No
gonna
scallywags
chance
and leggings.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. Get out of here, man.
Bro, you kidding me? Like, yo, everybody got perception. Like,
but the Phoenix honeys are top notch, right, Tone?
Bro, it's too hot in Phoenix for condoms.
Oh, respect.
Hey yo, I just see the Instagram post today too that said it's been what is the record? 70 days straight, 100 degrees in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel sorry for y'all.
Yo, you'll get laminated if you try to throw one of them joints on, bro.
Bro, do y'all got like double shingle roofs? Like what stops the heat?
Oh, the air conditioning out here is immaculate.
I lived there for 2 years, man. It's not bad. Everything's air conditioned. Like, it's a walk into your car is when you start getting drenched in sweat. But that's it.
That's crazy. So it's humid in Phoenix.
No,
dry heat.
So why are you drenched in stretch? And why are you drenched in sweat?
Because it's hot. It's 110, 115, 120.
Just beams on you. We're 20 days straight of people having to be rescued from the mountain, though, for hiking.
And don't forget, guys, there's no buildings in Arizona to shield the sun. So you go outside, it's just on you.
No, I mean, look, don't forget, I'm right here in Vegas, and I'm walking every day.
Yeah, Vegas is similar.
Like yesterday,
Vegas the same heat, but worse, kind of.
I guess it ain't that bad then for you because honestly, I walked to the nail salon yesterday. And it wasn't that bad, bro. It really wasn't. I put a hat on. I didn't even take my shirt off. It's that Vegas has high wind. I don't know how Phoenix is with the wind. Like, for instance, today when I went for my walk, it was 84 already, but it felt like 78 due to the winds. We get ridiculous winds out here. Like, I didn't know. I bought palm trees. The winds took them shits. You need Mexican palms out here. You did. I had a gazebo. The wind took that. Like the wind out here. No. I had to change the roof too because the wind takes the shingles, bro. Like there's no joke. This wind is serious. Like if you've ever watched a movie about Vegas and you heard the wind howling, that's not made up. It's real. It howls and fucking what's them tumbleweeds roll down the streets of Vegas? This shit is real. Coyotes are running around in
Arizona
Henderson
too,
left and right.
Oh, yeah, we got javelinas running around the streets
Shit
down
is
here.
crazy out here, bro.
Yeah.
But it don't, me and my wife, we both definitely kind of separate on this. Like, she always thinks it's hotter than I think. But I think it's also you just get used to this shit.
What y'all doing on the AC? 64 in the crib?
Hell no. I'm on 74.
Damn, you on that Florida.
Yeah, I'm on Florida time.
Yeah, anything 70 is good.
Yeah. Oh, you at
So
70?
what, you on Alaska? Like
You on that 64.
No, you ain't on
it's that
64.
hospital weather. It's cold as hell.
God damn,
You guys have all those javelinas out there running around too.
That's the AMC movie theater weather. We bring a blanket to the movie
I
theaters.
know, man. They wild out.
Nah, I can't go that cold. You kidding me? But listen, since we talking and we slipped off of boxing, I do want to keep going, right? Obviously, I'm doing my daily walk, so I'm listening to my favorite show in the morning again, like when I was a driver. And
what's your favorite show?
Charlemagne the Guy brought up some other shit, and I had to talk about it. Lord, there's a woman that is in her 65s and stole 11,000 cases of chicken wings that totaled up to $1.7 million. And this poor woman, I say poor because of her age. Obviously, she ain't poor. She stole the shit, and she had accomplices because, come on. We talking about 11 cases.
What kind of U-Haul truck on steroids did she get to?
Exactly.
Now listen.
And how big are these cases that it was almost $2 million worth of chicken wings?
Holy shit! What kind of chicken wings are these?
Yo,
Extra
it's
crispy?
it's
She
only
got 9.
egregious if she had like a food truck on the side and was selling the wings. If she was just eating them shits, bless her heart.
According to Charlie Mae, she wasn't even selling the shits. According to Charlie Mae, she wasn't even selling the shits. People want to know what she did with the chicken.
See, if she was just eating wings and feeding the hood, like mama got the wings, like let her live.
Bruh. But this
She
is the
done
worst
connect.
part. This is the worst part. She's 65. She getting 9 years.
That's horrible.
She's
Where is this? What state?
She's getting 9 years.
I believe Illinois.
Oh, you checked? You heard it? Yo, that's crazy.
It's a first offense. I mean, right? That matters if it's the first offense or not.
I
But
don't
damn,
think it matters if you getting 9 years. I don't think that shit mattered.
No, I'm saying to give her 9 years, it must be a repeat offense because that's a lot of time.
I don't know, bro. I didn't look again. I got my story from him. I didn't Google it to know that she steal it
But
from
you know what
the
it
church
is?
or
It's a
some
felony,
shit.
right? Because if it's millions of dollars worth of whatever the theft is, like, I guess it's like a high level felony, maybe.
I'm just
Y'all don't
saying.
remember the wing shortage?
I'm just saying, y'all wild out here letting your nana steal $2 million worth of chicken. Like, y'all got to be better. Y'all ain't even going to see y'all grandmas. Y'all not checking in. Meanwhile, she out here doing Ocean 11, stealing chicken wings. Yo, and that's not funny because
BWF, blowing wings fast.
And it's not funny because, again, she's 65. I can't even imagine her doing the bid, bro. Imagine her trying to cook up at night. Like, that's crazy, bro.
But here's some context too, though. It was over a 9 year. From what I'm reading, it was over a 9 year period. So it could rake up a tab of 1.5 million over 9 years.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know.
Damn, that's wild. So what, she was just stealing and like she was eating every day? Like what? That's 9 years. She was just feeding the family probably. She needed a good alibi. What was the alibi behind that? Because maybe she would have got less time if she was stealing it to feed her family. But even then, they still would have checked her tax records to know she could afford it or not. I don't know, bro. That was
somebody blew up the operation. Look, that shit was running for 9 years.
Was that from Costco? Like,
does it say she was selling it?
No, I didn't. I don't have that information, but it was 9 years, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Wow. Well,
that's crazy, bro. 9 years. She had a 9 year heist going. She never thought.
That's the secret to a good scam.
That's crazy, though. Isn't that weird that the judge then gave her the same 9 years? That's freaked up. Oh, wow.
Secret to a good scam is you gotta know when to stop it.
Harlem World. They told me she thought she had them birds. Harlem. Yo. Alright. That was wild. Spider Rico.
Oh. Boom, 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 boom.
Spider Rico.
I thought, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Grand Rising, Spider Rico, Grand Rising.
Salute, Spider Rico.
Grand Rising. How you doing? Was that King Ali?
Yes, sir.
Man, you got the baby mamas out. I ain't gonna lie to you, guys. I ain't gonna lie to all y'all, man. I gotta fly out to the Bay. I gotta handle something. I think I might got one myself. I don't know. But that's how it goes, right? And it's we and me. We and me. If you turn the W upside down, we is me. We and me, if you turn it to an acronym, it's women everywhere. Men everywhere. Women go first. Everybody know that. Women everywhere, men everywhere. That's we and me. That's who I fight for. That's who I am. I'm grateful for another call. Another day. We did it again. That's what Tank said. My favorite fighter, Demetrius Andrade. He always say, "It's me again. It's me again." I know you hear me out there, God. One day I want to spar you. One day I want to spar Clarissa Shields. I'm speaking whatever I want to the universe, so it come to me. You know what I'm saying? Allah is with those who show humility. You know, I'm humbly here today before y'all, and I'm just grateful to be another person in the community. And Border Wars is coming up, so you know my attitude is changing. I'm not playing around. I think Edgar Berlanga, when he was talking about the IQ, he's not talking about boxing like Caleb Plant or something like that. He's talking about he's gonna wait for the shot. If you watch him, he fights like Canelo, and Canelo's IQ, but he's waiting for the shot, sitting down on the shot. Because in order to get your power off, you got to have your feet planted. But you got to, in order to have your feet planted, you're going to be in the way of some shots coming at you. And Edgar is ready for that. I guess how Tank say, you know, what's going to happen when them bullets come back at you, when you're in them trenches. I think Edgar getting ready for them trenches, and he gonna stand his ground and try to hurt Canelo. That's what I'm about IQ. Counterpunch IQ, not no boxing IQ. Everybody has to work for, you know, what and where they want to be. And that's why I'm here. And my Border Wars fight is coming up. I'm the reason they made it USA Boxing. I got to tell y'all the truth. My coach called in when I kept going to USA to the Border Wars Boxing 2 in a row, 3 in a row. And then my coach said, this is not allowed. This is not legal. And he's really connected. My sparring partner was number 2 in the nation. He's really connected to the USA Boxing Commission. And he told on me. He told on us. And then now we here. But we still here. And I have to tell y'all that. You know, I'm in big trouble. Lock and load, ready to go. I like y'all cooking the Christmas machine on Christmas Eve. Don't you mess around with me, because I am and I will. Built like that. Ford tough, American truck. Granite chin, born to win. Blood too strong, gas, my first of kin. All Americans, Pac-12. Fuck teams. I'm going, y'all.
He's like a poet, but that doesn't stay on the same topic for more than one sentence. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, you just don't
very
understand
poetical.
him. He's
No, I get it.
on the same topic. You just
It's
ain't really
abstract.
understanding him.
You may feel like it's your time,
But it's not your time.
but it's not your time.
It's just
Abstract.
not.
Like Q-tip.
Yo.
What up?
Looking for something. Looking for something. We gonna take this chance. Who's this? Block number.
You talking to me?
Yes.
Hey, Ness. It's not the Mexican Abraham. It's the Puerto Rican Abraham. I'm half black, half Puerto Rican. Remember? I told you I've been listening to you from day one. Long time ago. You remember me?
Not yet.
You told me the last time I talked to you, you told me I can't see your number, so I think you're going to call and troll me. Bro, I got so much respect for what you've been doing for years, and I'm going to tell you again. Every time I talk to you, if you don't remember me, I'm going to tell you every time. I've been listening to you from day one. I love how you evolve year after year after year. You're doing a great job. And shout out to the boxing boys. Because, man, if it wasn't for you sitting there, don't get me wrong. I listen to your show all the time. I hate listening to the dummies because I'm a boxer. So I know if you don't get in that sport and know why somebody's setting traps, backing up, coming forward, you don't know what you're talking about. And I listen to caller after caller after caller after caller making comments, and I think it's amazing how many people call in and think, this is what he should have did. This is what he should have did. Well, how about you get in there and see what you would do against that person? Because everybody's attributes are different. You know, you could get in there with somebody that, you know, okay, I'm going to hit you with my best shot, but damn, that didn't do nothing. Now what you going to do? When he's hitting you with his best shot and now your life is on the line just like his is. You're trying to fuck him up. He's trying to fuck you up. And that's the bottom line when you get in that ring. Now, I have to apologize, though, Ness, because I had to go on a break and I hopped in. What's the topic today?
Today is Brian Norman gets elevated. Crawford vacates the WBO title. What's next for Norman? Is it Teo? Is it a unification with Ennis? Or is it, Top Rank continues to develop him in a fight on the undercard of Keyshawn and Troy Isley?
Yeah, well, I got a couple of things. I'm glad you said that. I appreciate that. I got two things that I'm going to say before my time is up. One, after seeing Crawford at 154, I don't think he needs to go messing with Canelo at 168 because I don't even think Belonga could beat Canelo. Like, I don't think these dudes understand something. Shut the fuck up when you talk to Canelo. Because you got some people that when you piss them off, they're going to beat your ass. They make a point where they're like, oh, okay, I was going to be, here and there.
Feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Hey, my bad, bro.
That is the bell, champ, but I do
Am I done?
That is the bell.
No, you right.
Do appreciate you calling in, champ. We got Nan O, $5. Hey, Ness, who did Joe Kawasaki knock out back in the day? Just playing. Marco, laugh out loud. That ish actually hurt my dad and mine's heart when that happened. TBV, love
Joe
emoji.
Kawasaki did not knock out Roy Jones. Watch your filthy mouth.
Al Money, 231, $2. Super sticker with the thumbs up. Flexing and stepping, $5. She shorted someone on a few wings and they ratted. That's crazy. No, and that's what Charlie Mann said that she didn't tell because obviously, it was 9 years. She didn't do it alone, and she's doing that 9 years.
Yeah, she was definitely the plug. They had a wing gang war out here in Phoenix, Arizona. All the people in the hood that be on the corner selling wings, like it was crazy on Facebook. It was nasty. Some blows was thrown for sure.
Buying wings from Facebook is wild.
Yeah, people just selling plates. Cats on the counter. It was wild.
Buying wings on Facebook, I don't know that I can do that. I ain't gonna front. I have come across fruit. And I'm like, I'm on the West Coast. We close to Cali. I could see that. But
never bought a plate. You never bought a plate off of social media like somebody selling regular plates.
If I don't know you, the only plate off social media I'm buying is from your restaurant.
I go to a restaurant.
They got reviews.
So if somebody's selling plates, y'all not gonna be like, let me go support this person selling styrofoam?
Who is
if
somebody?
I know them,
who is somebody? Exactly. Like, who are you? Who are you?
You know, y'all got random people on your Facebook. They might come across like, yo, I got the.
I don't follow randoms. I don't follow randoms.
Nah, if it's like a friend,
Hey, yo, and actually right now, bro, over the last, since March, again, because of the health kick, my timeline is different. It's cleaned up. It's cleaned up. Yeah. I get no more yams. It's all health shit and boxing now. And I thought I'd never see that. I was actually
algorithm lit.
I was actually upset. Like, yo, why did they only send me yams? Like, come on. That's it?
That's what you might have been sneaky liking out there.
Nah.
Yeah, the likes. I saw Marco in the likes.
You gotta like it, right? Like, that's crazy.
Who's like your likes?
No.
Which likes was I in?
It went over your head, Marco. You ain't listening. Cruz, $5. As many punches Teo took from Claggett, y'all think he'll take from Norman or Boots? I'd rather see him against Rayo at 140. Don't be saving Teo. How you gonna save him but then back him? Like, you can't have it both ways. He either want to fight Crawford and big enough for Crawford means it's big enough for Boots and Norman, or he's not big enough for Crawford and he's not big enough for Boots and Norman. Like, we can't have it both ways. Half boxing, $2. What up, Ness? Two-tone Marco. And we got Hawk with another $1 Cash App. He says, yo, you know the $2 Cash App is for hating. 3 laughing out loud emojis.
That's wild.
Cool Louie. Coach Louie, excuse me. What the fuck?
Cool Louie's dope too, though.
Cool Louie was cool. Coach Louie. Coach Louie.
Hey, yo, Louie.
What up?
Y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear.
What's
we
up,
got
man?
you.
What's up? Yo, so over the weekend, the Boychek fight, I definitely wanted y'all to fill me in on that. I've been busy prepping for my firstborn, so I wanted to get briefed on that, and then
Congrats.
also here I already know y'all been talking about it, but just hear y'all's thoughts on Bud vacating the title.
Yeah, well, I didn't really give any thoughts on him vacating the title. It was more like, you know, he vacated the title and we talked about what's next for Norman. I mean, as far as Bud, I mean, there's really not much to say. He dominated that division, or conquered it, should I say, and he's moving on. There's not much to say.
Yeah, you feel like people talk track gonna be it was all because he was ducking boots or some shit like that, or what?
Well, I don't feel that way, but I'm glad that you're bringing it up because I've been, you know, playing devil's advocate on that. You know, people trying to argue that Boots isn't his nemesis, and now there is a pattern. I know Bo Mac was listening earlier, but like there's a pattern. Every time he undisputes, there's a young African American that wants some smoke, and he don't give it to him. At 40, it was Regis. At 47, it's Ennis. Who's it gonna be at 54? I don't know.
Yeah, that was the next question. Like, shit, do you feel like it's even any comp for real at 54?
Oh, yes, that's the smoke division. That's smoke central. He still got Charlo problems to deal with to me.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, because the fight that he just fought, man, he was incredible. He was sharp. He was hella sharp. Like, regardless of saying that he's ready for Canelo or whatnot, everybody got to go up and see what it's like. Morrell did the same thing over the weekend. He had to, catch that test at 75 and shit. He was catching that right hand like crazy. So he gonna go to the drawing board on that. But what was the other thing I had said? We got T-Bud and then oh yeah. How was the Boychuk in them fight? I bet on it. I had a bet in, and my days was so fucked up, bro. Like messed up. My days was messed up. I was running around on Saturday thinking Saturday was Friday, but I already had my bets in, so thank God I hit on that. But was that a good fight?
You didn't see the fight?
Nah, I didn't get to see it, man. I've been hella busy. I had a baby shower over the weekend and shit, so.
Okay, I feel you. It was good. I mean, it was close, controversial. A lot of people thought Boychuk won.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna
Most
definitely
people,
rewatch
I would say, right, guys? Most people thought Boychuk won.
Ness and Marco, y'all too bougie, bro. Like, I know dang well y'all got people y'all follow or something like that. That's like, promoting their little business or whatnot. Y'all, how they gonna get just like how you started, Ness? You had to start somewhere, right? Feel me? You had to start somewhere. Hey, if they're on your Instagram or something, they got plates, bro. Support them, bro. Support them.
What's that background?
Y'all in the gym?
Nah, that's y'all. That's them. But shout out to y'all though. Shout out to the Boxing Boys. Shout out to Nashville, Tennessee, baby. Nashville grappling and striking.
All right.
Ness so bougie, he don't even smoke the whole pre-roll. I said he smoked. He must have unlimited weed. He don't even smoke the whole pre-roll. I'd be like, bro, that's good money right there.
Yo, shout out to Hardin. If you in Vegas, don't forget to tell them TBV. Like, don't walk up in there and get caught up in all the neons and the lights and the amazing bud in the shelves and all the beautiful, exotic, amazing looking bud tenders. Don't get distracted.
Right.
Make sure you tell them TBV sent you. Get that discount. Shout out to all my homies hit me up and letting me know. Damn, somebody was out here like, yo, I got an old list smoke. I ain't even get to get with him. I hate it. Another dude definitely checked it out and got his discount. Get your discount, 2900 Desert Inn Road, right here, Las Vegas, Nevada. I mean, listen, it's the city of sin. You got to come do your thing. They open up at 8 a.m. and they close at 12 p.m. That being said, light it up, light it up, light it up.
Yeah, it's fire in there for sure.
Me and Tone just waiting for the next big fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I can't wait to the next one, bro.
Which
I'm
is?
going to Border Wars too. Tone about to be in Milwaukee, right? Tone in Milwaukee.
That's a month
hope I
away.
can-
I
I hope I
gotta
can make
book
it
my
out there.
flight. That's a month away.
I'm commentating. Shane Mosley's having an exhibition on Fight TV, which I'm commentating. And I think that's on the same night, same day as Border Wars. I got to double check though.
Well, that's gonna be hot, Marco.
That'd be dope, but I want to make it out to Border Wars too.
I'm out there.
Let's see who's next on the lines. Timbo Sky, what up? You got it. The glamour is life. Come on, you don't remember that,
Oh, that's a
Marco?
dope song. I love that song.
Light up the Ross Clark, Bumbo Clark, we did it. Well, go on. What are you saying? What's good, Nesla, Marco, Two Tone, the TBV community? I hope everyone's having a great week. You know what I'm saying? The sun's out, big yams are out, the BBLs are out. You understand? We're getting some good fights on the horizon. And I'm happy with what I witnessed this weekend with some good fights. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. I don't know why you said big yams, but we heard you.
And I said, big yams are coming out, Marco. You ain't seen no big bundas or something. What's over there? What state are you in? You ain't seen no fat baddies over there.
He
or what?
said no big bundas. You funny as hell.
I mean, from what I
The sun is
understand,
out.
yams
You
does
get me?
not
Nice
mean
pink
bundas. It means
nipples,
something
you get me?
else.
Areolas and shit. You understand, Marco? But listen, let me not get off the track of boxing. You understand? I hope everyone is happy, their families is healthy. As I always say, you get me? Health is wealth. You understand? Ness is established to that. You know what I'm saying to you? In the steps and getting in the gym or whatnot, or whatever I'm saying. But let me get back to the point of boxing. So, Brian Norman Jr. now has been advanced to the champion now. This is what I'm talking about. And Ness, man, can you do me a favor? Every friggin' time I call into this HBO, ESPN of boxing, you better play that Derek Chisora soundbite when we talking about the Americans ain't got no heart, man. Some of you do, but the majority of you don't let me even go there. I told you, we junkyard dogs, man. I told you, man. I told you, we don't have to be the most skilled, but we're
You're cutting out there, Tim. Cutting out.
He got a call. That means he got a call for sure. Harlem World trying you again, champ.
See, I thought yams meant something else.
Is a multitude
Different
of
interpretations.
things.
Is it the rack or is it downstairs?
I've never called the fun bags yams.
That's what I thought. You were talking about downstairs. Okay, good. So I knew what he was talking about. Yeah, that's nasty. Tim Boski thought it meant the rack. Ew.
Those are the McDuffies.
Sorry, trying to get Gary Jonas on for a follow-up. Now that we've seen things.
Two-Tone's hard drive must be just filthy. No. I would hate to look at that.
What?
That shit would scar me.
All right. Well, on that note, we got keep it moving $2. Tio was cringe as fuck, whispering. What? Whispering you're to Crawford, shaking my head. I don't know. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You want the fight. You got to troll that man. Shannon Briggs did it. Feel me? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. If you're on the landline, now is the time to press 1 if you're trying to speak. If I haven't already gotten to you, of course. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I need you to go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Right now, we at 229,598. So we still need about another 400 and some change to get to 230,000. I say we do that before Friday. You know, that would be great. So that Saturday we could work on getting to that 230 uno. All right. That brings the show to an end. So, okay, we got somebody here. But this is last call for alcohol. So if you're looking to call in, now is the time, or we going to go ahead and have an early day on a Tuesday morning on TBV. We're going to get to the gym early today.
Facts.
Word up.
Marcos, your gym is downstairs.
That's exactly right.
You should get to the gym every day.
I do.
This is Miami. Who's this? Go ahead and have an early day on a Tuesday. Turn the TV off, the laptop in the back. Who's this? Where you at?
Hello.
Yo, 772 was good.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Who's this?
What's up?
What up?
What's up, Jay? Jay.
Jay, what's going on, Jay? Talk to us. You in Miami?
Oh, I'm in Fort Pierce, man.
Fort Pierce.
Lovely, Florida.
Shout out to you.
Yes. Oh, shout out to you. I've been looking at your show for a while. You guys are pretty good on it. But I wanted to talk about Terence Crawford. You know, I looked at Terence Crawford for years, and that is the best boxer that I've seen besides Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know why people are so down on a boxer that's that great. I don't know where they get their information from or whatever, but the black fans, I feel that most of them aren't behind him like they're supposed to be, because back in the days, there was a lot of people that were against Muhammad Ali and guys like that, and the black fans had to level it out. But now, it's not so. And to see greatness like that, I think that I think that Canelo is very scared of this guy. And the weight means nothing. Actually nothing. I think that this guy's the greatest fighter. And I think that he would do better than Floyd. I know he would do better than Charlo. Come on. I know that he'd be doing better than Munguia and all of them. All you have to do is give this guy one good chance. And I guarantee you, Floyd will feel him being the greatest ever. And I don't know why they're holding back on him, but hey, that's the way it is sometimes. Your greatness, like Jesus, had to take a back seat. Everybody has to take a back seat. That's great. But I don't know how long he's going to be in the back seat. He should be in the front. He should be spoken in the voice and breath as Canelo, but he's not. And I don't understand that. And that was my time. Thank you.
Thank you, champ. Jay and Fort Pierce, appreciate you calling in. We got Andres with the love emoji or heart emoji, TBV. So I guess I'm going with love. Love TBV. I'm curious, were you the first boxing call show? Nah. There were others, but they didn't emphasize on the audience. That's why my motto was voice of the people. Because those, and I ain't trying to disrespect anybody because I came up with a lot of those guys, but like, you know, they'd rather hear themselves talk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those shows were like that back then where the hosts just want to talk. Like, I want to hear shit from the world so that I get a gauge on what the world thinks about the fight, not what my group of friends thinks about the fight. But yeah, you know, definitely now everyone takes calls. It's been funny to see. I feel like I was the first podcast on YouTube in terms of boxing, but maybe somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I had jumped on video when YouTube first created Google Hangouts.
I remember Google Hangouts. That's wild.
I was doing my shit from there, from the rip, and I've just yeah. I mean, look, I'm pretty sure I'm the first to introduce Twitter Spaces to podcasting. People do Twitter Spaces as an individual stream. They don't simulcast with YouTube and other platforms the way that I do. And that's why when I went to the Blue Wire, I couldn't even do the things that I do normally in this studio. They were not even capable. That's why that show at 12 o'clock really never popped, because I couldn't get callers. There was only There was only one way to get callers, and then it was one-way audio. Like, all that money, $6-point-something million to make that fucking studio, and you can't interact with the fans the way that I can interact right here. Sticky
They
Paws
didn't have the hookup for the spaces, or what?
Sticky Paws was capable. Nah, they just didn't have the capability. They didn't have the capability. But Sticky Balls, they were definitely innovative, young. Those guys are young and hungry. So, over time, they got it done, and they accepted, my advice on certain equipment about it to make it happen. But, yeah, it's been a long journey, but a motherfucking very, very, very fun one, bro. I think back now, and it's just like I've been in so many press conferences and award ceremonies and fights and gyms. It's crazy, bro. Been around for a minute now.
That's crazy.
Like, yo, I'm telling you, I went to the track to just do hour laps. And, bro, we didn't even get down to the track. Coach Bullet recognized me from the top of the hill and shit. And then the kids didn't even know who I was, obviously. So when I asked, like, which one of them was pros, it was like 7 of them all together, and it was like 3 pros. The rest were amateurs. So I'm like, yeah, DM me on the Boxing Voice, and I'll get you on the show. Like, oh, shit, that's right. That is you. So I'm walking off with my girl. And one of them like, yeah, that's that motherfucker talk all that shit. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. And I start laughing, yo, because it's funny. That's what I'm known for, talking that shit. Tip, you got that counter, courtesy of DC3.
Yo. Yeah, man. Shout out to Brian Norman. But first, let me say, man, we got 2 more days till Alien Romulus releases in theaters. Y'all know what I'm saying?
That shit look extra whack. Let's be real.
And shout out to Rick Ross, man.
This guy got something wrong with
you
his
tripping,
thing.
bro.
Oh, you can't hear me today. Good. Nah, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Like, first things first, I've been a critic of all this generation does is remake. Y'all have no sense of, like, imagination. You copy everybody. Like, when are y'all gonna create your own? Like, you're really about to take Sigourney Weaver's classic movie and try to redo it? Yo, and let me tell you, bro, I go to the movies a lot, bro. I date my wife.
Hey.
You got to date your wife. I date my wife,
too.
okay?
I
Let
go
me
every
tell
Sunday.
you, they've
every
already
Sunday.
released 2 trailers. I don't even need to exaggerate. They've released 2 trailers. The first one obviously didn't test well. So they had to re-release the trailer with a different music and even more scenes. I am almost predicting that movie, you've already seen all the action scenes. You've already seen all the trailer. They've given us too much in 2 trailers, and it's the same storyline. Come on, bro. They copying this shit to fucking T, bro. Please, bro, please. I can't believe you're excited for that. I hope that the true Alien fans get what they want because, again, you know how it is to remake a classic.
Yeah. There's
Hey, I'm
no they
just a
don't give them
sci-fi
new
fan,
writers no
man. So you know
shots,
what I'm saying.
man. They
I
gotta
got
get some shots.
put on for the sci-fi films, bro.
I don't know. Again, I hope it
I
does
mean, it's
good.
Hollywood, man. You know, Hollywood got this woke agenda going on right now. So they icing out all the good filmmakers and screenwriters. You know, that's what's
Facts.
going on in Hollywood. But yeah, that look like the only decent movie out right now. If y'all haven't seen the movie Trap, or there's another joint out,
Hey
or if y'all
yo,
haven't seen Wolverine and Deadpool.
I
You know what I'm
Trap.
think.
saying?
I
Those
gotta
are
Hey
see
the
yo,
only
that.
three
hey
movies
The
yo,
out.
I
dude in the
think I
concert.
seen
Yeah.
Trap. I think I seen Trap already. That's the dude that went to the fucking concert.
Yeah, I got to see that. Is it good?
And that's what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
Tone.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Original writing.
Right.
Give me
Facts.
something new, man. I'm 40 something. Like, I don't want to keep like, yo, why am I seeing shit that I seen as a kid? Like, nah, man, y'all gotta give me that. That was good writing, bro. That was a pretty good movie. The one thing is though, it was what's the right word? It was
Just run a
it's
counter.
slightly
It was lackluster towards the end, right?
it was
Like,
slightly unbelievable. Like too much shit
You may feel like
was
it's your
going
turn.
in his favor. Like, come on, this dude really walked into the meeting. So what I mean by that is for context,
oh
right?
yeah.
They're looking for him, but they don't know who he is. But they know he's in that concert. So the homeboy walks right into the meeting with all the squad, not regular police, squad team police with the bulletin
With the
board,
whole SWAT team.
with
With
everything.
the whole SWAT
And
team.
no, and he just walks past everybody like it's not like, oh, excuse me, sir, I'm just gonna get some coffee. And he's offering motherfuckers sugar like it's casual. And it's like, man, that's too unbelievable. It's like, it don't matter how cool the murderer is. That's an unnecessary risk that in the real world wouldn't happen. And I don't like when movies get crazy. But the one that you said there's nothing really to look forward to. There is. You kidding me? Anytime McAvoy's in the theater, you go watch him. Ain't that his name? The dude that played Professor X, and he plays Split.
Oh, I don't know his name, but I know you're
Patrick
talking about.
Stewart.
Oh, he got a movie coming up?
No,
What's his name?
no, Marco, the younger Patrick Stewart.
That dude is
the young
called.
dude.
He was
The
in
dude
Last
that-
King Scotland, right?
The dude that plays Split, man. He is
Yeah,
one of the
Last King
best
Scotland.
actors out right
He was
now.
his
yeah,
name?
in that split personality movie.
He is one of the
Yeah.
best actors. Right now, he's
I-
about to play this movie where he like tricks a
Scottish
family to come to his house with his family, and then he goes psycho, and
Oh,
he's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
perfect for them psycho roles.
Yeah,
and
that
they got the
dude.
other family there too, right?
Yeah,
Hey Tip,
Yeah,
he
and I
not in
know
that
bet
what
movie,
you're
right?
talking about.
Hey Tip, and I bet you that family that's there, that ain't even his real family. He forcing them to be there because the little kid got his tongue out. The little kid had his tongue cut out already. You know that ain't his family. I'm telling you, that dude's psycho.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, though. That's a phenomenal actor. I mean, phenomenal might be a stretch, but he's definitely a really good actor.
Yeah, that dude, nice. Split, yeah, that was
Split
fire.
was
And then
Split was
there's
amazing.
another M Night Shyamalan, because
I already
the Trap
seen
Joint
it.
is an M Night Shyamalan film, and his daughter, his daughter about to have a film come out too. Like I guess his other daughter, because his one daughter was the singer in the movie. She was the singer. That was his real daughter. And his other daughter, she like a movie producer as well. So she got a joint coming out. It's a horror film where like some shit, she had a hotel or whatever. And like, I guess like it's a serial killer calling into the hotel and she trying to get out the joint, but he telling her not to leave. Because if she leaves, she going to end up dying or some shit. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of
But that's
this
it for the most
movie.
part, man. And shout out to Boots too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I told y'all before, he just wasting his time over at Matchroom. I see there's rumors of him fighting Karen Choo Choo trained Chugadazian again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who gonna watch that shit live
I
on
mean,
the
you see,
zone.
you can't laugh at that.
Man, that boy should have
Because people out here, you know, we
he should
give
have just
other
went to
people
top rank, man.
we give other people credit for writing it wrong.
I don't think anybody want to see that fight again, bro.
Oh, it was James
If anything,
McAvoy.
we can't even blame Boots. We can only blame Karen. Oh, James McAvoy, yeah.
He's fired, bro. Let me
Yeah,
see.
we can only
Somebody
blame
tell me, I
Karen.
bet you ain't see
Karen
this.
stunk it up,
I bet you I seen this shit. Speak No
Yeah,
Evil
Boots is wild.
with
Nah,
Boots
we
Magnum
is
need a new
voice.
wild.
Predator film. Speak No Evil.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Speak No
Nah, we
Evil.
need a new Predator film, man.
But then
Is
they
that a
just had the
horror
Predator
film?
one at the reservation, the
Did
Native American.
did it come out already? It did come out September. No, it ain't come out
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah. That
Damn,
was
what you
called
watched it
Prey.
on?
That was called
Fire
Prey.
Stick? You Fire
Yeah, that was
Stick
called
boy?
Prey.
Outside.
Nah, it's on Hulu. It's a Hulu exclusive.
What? What is?
The last Predator movie is a Hulu exclusive.
No,
It's
no,
called
no,
it's
no,
called
no.
Prey.
I ain't talking
It's
about
like
that.
Yeah,
the
Prey.
Predator
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, Prey.
A Predator
Or what?
movie?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. It's a
But
Hulu
is it
exclusive.
old and they
Yeah.
just releasing it on Hulu? Cause I watched it in the movie, so if Predator came out, I already seen
Nah,
it.
released like last year.
Yeah, I
They released
seen it
like
then. I seen it then.
nah, this one released like last year or a year or two ago. Yeah,
Yeah, I
with
watched
the
all the
Native American
Predators,
girl.
man.
Yeah.
I even watched the Predator with Sanaa Lathan, man. That's my girl. I watch them all,
Sanaa
bro.
Lathan, didn't she bite
Was it
Beyonce?
Bite Beyonce? What?
Alien
How?
versus
Yeah,
Predator?
yeah, she
How?
bit Beyonce at a party. That's why Beyonce fans always cook her when she posts on social media.
Oh shit! What was that over?
You know, they at the party, they saucy.
Nah, ain't you don't bite. You don't just bite a girl. She took a man from her. Beyonce done took somebody from her.
Oh, that's called
She tried
super
to
fan. Like, oh my God, this is
she tried to
Beyonce.
snatch
I
a
need to have
Rockefeller
a
chain.
flesh.
Man,
Right.
you're crazy. Sanaa Lathan is top tier black actress. You tripping right
Nah.
now, bro.
She messed with
Sanaa
French
Lathan is from.
Montana, be like, nah, be like,
She from fucking loving basketball.
which was very toxic movie, by the way. Disgusting.
That movie overrated, bro.
Oh man, I'm hanging up on this guy
that movie
right now.
overrated.
You tripping? That's not overrated. Y'all can't take classics and do this, man. Y'all terrible.
Ness, the the dude said, "Yo, play me for my heart." Like what? Like that was toxic. That was a nasty movie. If you really think about it, that was nasty at the highest level. Love and basketball, get it out of here. Sanaa Lathan, yeah, you bit Beyonce.
I don't
Your
know,
chance.
man. Lathan, top tier. She did phenomenal in Love and Basketball. She did even better in Predator. She had that movie where she was dating the white guy. That was dope. She's top tier actress, man. Y'all hating on her.
You just like that Jay-Z line when Jay-Z was like, "Flyer than Sanaa Lathan." I forgot the other bar.
And I don't know that line. You don't have to Google that one. But damn. Wait, is that the first album?
Flyer than Sanaa Lathan. I gotta Google that. Hold on.
I feel like that's on the song is like something bumping in Lex Luger. Y'all niggas have hands.
Yeah, yeah. What song is that?
That's
Hold
definitely
on.
the first album, bro. That sound like Reasonable Doubt. Bumping in
Dang.
the Lex Luger.
Sanaa
Tire
Lathan
Smoke.
finally talks about
Bumping
biting
in the Lex
Beyonce.
Luger.
Yeah,
Tire Smoke like Buddha. Some shit like that. I can't remember, man. Jay don't got workout.
Lucifer.
Really?
Lucifer in the morning.
I'm gonna chase you out of
and
here.
Sanaa Lathan. Yeah. Pumping Brown Sugar by D'Angelo in Los Angeles.
Oh, yes. Like an evangelist. Yeah. Treese, what up? Ohio.
Midwest Mafia.
What up,
Yo.
though? What
up,
though?
What up? Hey, Nuss, you funny as fuck. That's the Sanaa Lathan movie, that Family That Prays, is what you was talking about, that Tyler Perry joint. That shit is good, gang.
Yeah.
I had to put that shit was good. I put somebody on
Another
it.
Tyler Perry horror movie.
No, that shit was a horror movie. In the end, my man was working hard for the fam, and she did my nigga sleaze.
Yeah.
But that movie was wicked. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. That's something that you show your young son on the, you feel me, when he like 12, 13 type shit growing up. You feel me? This is what can happen, gang. Don't put these women above nothing else.
Right.
Find you some purpose.
Nah,
Find you some purpose.
I mean, but you can't because that could taint him too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you gotta hate.
That could have him thinking that they all like that, and now he's down a different path. Years of single bachelor life, where that's a lot of money spent. Let's be real, man.
Tell me about it. Hey, I ain't got no chair, and we out here doing it up too. You understand
I
me?
wish I could take some of them bachelor years back and add those to the bank account. You know, those was mistakes. Popping bottles and all them strip clubs. Like, that's something that a young man don't need, and he usually don't do if he got a woman early.
That's very true. Cause I ain't had that. We was out here living. Yeah,
man. Tell your
Shout out
young
to all my
sons when they get a
bachelors, man.
section,
Shout out to all
no
my bachelors.
sparklers, man. No sparklers.
But and I heard y'all talk about my man's James McAvoy. Y'all reminded me of that though. What's that shit where my man's was curving the bullets and shit?
I need a Las Vegas correspondent. Can I get a LA correspondent? Somebody want to cover fights for TBV? I could train you. We could cultivate you, get you right. Yeah, we need somebody to cover shit in LA. That's a big ass state. Big ahead, Trees. And by LA, I mean Cali.
That's the big market in general. And then you gotta train them. That's within the next 4 years. You know, the Olympics gonna be out there in 2028.
I mean, I thought they said the Olympics is done. How many
You said what?
I thought they said Olympics is done. How many stories we getting? What is it
No,
gonna be?
No, what you talking about, my nigga? They got, what you mean? They got the graphics already drawn up for the Los Angeles Olympics, my guy, 2028. I know you heard Jake Paul talking about maybe joining the boxing team and shit because it's gonna be in America. You feel me? He thinks that it could be a good look for Team USA and that he could bring gold. I don't know that shit. He's wilding.
He's just trying to get it. He's just trying to get attention. Remember, he already joined the USA boxing. He's helping them.
He understands, but I mean, he's not on the team though. He's talking about being a participant. He's talking about boxing in that hole. And it ain't like we ain't seen Bakatir Jalalov. That motherfucker got 15 pro fights and is fighting in the Olympics. You understand me? So, I mean, Jake Paul, what he got 11? I mean, you know, I can see them letting him compete in that. You know, I don't know how that'd go for him, but you know, it ain't gonna hurt him. Midwest Mafia shit. If he could bring a gold to America. Oh yeah, Midwest Mafia is a certain.
Do y'all think if we send a team down there like for 135-pound Americans down to the Olympics, you think we'll come back with gold if we had like down there?
Damn, they said Jay used to date Lathan. No wonder this dude, he rocked with all the shorties I was feeling as a youngin', bro. Like, yo,
that's why
I'm pretty sure he bagged Rosario Dawson. He also bagged Free. He bagged Beyonce. Fuck a bag Sanaa Lathan too.
Yeah,
this is wild. And there was heavy rumors he bagged early Rihanna. Let's not front.
Oh yeah, that's nasty work. And Maya.
Man,
Maya, after Maya, she cold.
This dude was damn.
Shout out to
Sniper.
That money.
He up there with Bow Wow on the sniper list.
Wait, what?
Midwest Mafia. Shout out to Bow Wow.
Yeah, Midwest Mafia.
You're gonna have to fill me in on what Bow Wow done knocked down. But give me a minute, I gotta get some water. But I don't remember Bow Wow doing nothing like that. Last thing I remember about Bow Wow was motherfucking what's that Puerto Rican girl he had from the Love and Hip Hop? Eva Mendez.
Erica Mena. Who Erica Mena?
Erica Mena. I was about to call her Eva Mendez. That's a fucking actress.
Yeah, my man's he has some action though. But shout out Bow, Midwest Mafia member, man, for sure. But with this, let me get on topic though. With this, if I gotta kick you something, I got you. But with this boxing shit though, I see y'all got my man Brian Norman though. I know Ness ain't gonna really like my option, but this is where we break the glass on my nigga Robert Guerrero. I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm hearing you guys talking about some Blair Cobbs and all these guys. I want Blair Cobbs for boots, man. This is where we break the glass for Robert Guerrero. He's a viable opponent. I don't want to see my man's in there with like no Abel Ramos or nothing like that. Is that what you want, Two-Tone?
Who would Abel Ramos?
I'm saying, if you was Brian Norman Jr., right? And I'm throwing you a fight, would you rather, and you had to beat up an older cat, a Mexican cat, and we bringing him to Atlanta, would you rather beat up on Abel Ramos or would you rather get a dub over Robert Guerrero?
Oh, I probably gotta go Abel Ramos. Guerrero wash, bro. I mean, that's a good soft touch for Brian Norman for sure, though. Get him a soft touch, a good win.
Man, I think I would rather go with the Guerrero. I mean, he got, more accolades than the Abel Ramos. Like, I feel like they've been just about as active. Hell, Robert Guerrero, he fought last year. Abel Ramos fought before Robert Guerrero. So technically, hell, Robert Guerrero should be fresher. But hey, Ness, if you listening, I wanted to throw out a match for my guy Charles Conwell too. I heard you throwing out names yesterday or the other day. I ain't hear you mention my man's Cordell Booker though. I think Cordell Booker would be a nice 154-pound fight for my guy. He said he's been looking for a fight and he wants a bigger name. Shit, Charles Conwell, you feel me? Cordell Booker, let's do it. But shout out TBV, shout out Toledo, Ohio, and shout out to the Midwest Mafia, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Be cool.
Peace. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. We're trying to get them subs up. Yeah, man. Bow Wow date. They got to put some respect on the Bow Wow dating history, bro. You got to put some respect. He got Sierra on the resume, man. Sierra definitely on the resume. ASVPTV, $2 super chat. Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling.
What about them? What
I
about
don't know.
them? I think they did a movie together. It was the Ryan Gosling was that dude. He was on like a motorcycle in the whole movie. It was like some sort of, I don't know. I remember that
He supposed
movie.
to play Ghost Rider. I think he's supposed to play. He supposed to play Ghost Rider in the Marvel joint.
Word?
Yeah.
Speaking of Marvel, they done recasted Robert Downey Jr. He got another role. He's no longer Iron Man. Now they gonna make him
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
Which they had to move away from.
This is what I'm saying though. Like, why don't we have originality in this generation? Like, why we gotta like that man did so good with Iron Man. We gonna bring him back. They did that with the other dude. He was Johnny Storm, and now he's fucking Captain America, right? And then Ryan
That
Reynolds.
was two different franchises though, but that was good though because they was killing off that old franchise in Deadpool. That's basically what they was doing.
They tripping,
was like
man.
paying homage.
They tripping, man. They tripping. They I don't know. They need to get their casting together. That's the problem.
But look at Bow Wow. Bow Wow has Kim Kardashian. People don't know about that.
What?
Sierra. Yes, this is Bow Weezy. Then we go on Black China. Then we go on Angela Simmons. Then we go on Keisha Cole.
What?
Then we go on Erica Mena. Then we go on Tierra Marie.
Whoa. Slow down. Slow down. Start again from Kim? You got to go slow. You went too fast. There was a lot to talk about there.
Kim Kardashian. That's a Bow Wow.
That's new information for me. I don't know about all that.
No, that's a Bow Wow. We got Sierra. That's a Bow Wow.
Like Future's baby mom.
Yeah, current wife of Russell Wilson.
Wow. Okay. What else? What else we talking about?
Then we got Black China.
Okay.
Changed her image now.
Isn't
Angela
she religious
Simmons.
now?
You said who?
That's the one that shocked me.
Angela Simmons?
No, I said isn't China religious, but yes, Angela Simmons is the one that shocked me. That shocked me. Really? Angela Simmons? That's crazy.
Yeah, Angela Simmons. Keisha Cole.
That also shocked me, bro. How he get that? Love never knew what Verge must have been mad. You know that's Virgil Hunter's daughter. He must have been mad. Like, how you go for little Bow Wow?
Yeah, did Erica Mena, obviously. Tierra Marie, she was signed to Rockefeller.
Yeah, I mean, what version of Tierra? Did he get early Tierra or he got Love and Hip Hop
That's the
Tierra?
best one, yeah. He had to get the Rockefeller one.
Love and Hip Hop Tierra was like out here wilding, alcoholic.
For real.
She was down bad.
Yeah, 50 Cent still owe her money. Still won't pay it to her. Melody Thornton. I don't know who she is. She's an actress though. No, she was in the Pussycat Dolls. That's crazy.
How is there a Bow Wow list out there that you just reading off? This is wild.
I'm telling you,
Damn.
Bow Wow's a sniper. He
Nah,
up there.
I see. I had no clue. I underestimated the young man. He's out here doing his thing.
Yeah. Salute Bow Wow, man. Put
Uh,
some respect.
Keep It Moving says $2. Yeah, to get the fight, but MF did it hella scary. He's referring to Tio calling out Crawford. ASAP TV $2. Oh, you read that. And we got Dwayne Gibson. Welcome to the prospect level. We got Brandon Maurice.
Another one's Nick Cannon. Like Nick Cannon resume wild too.
Brandon. I guess that ain't right. Let me double check. Brandon.
Yo, how's my audio?
Straight.
Two-Tone. Hey, quick question now that y'all talking music. Hey, Two-Tone, didn't you interview the one little joint, Bonnie Drip? Am I correct? Was that you?
Absolutely. I saw her this
What was
weekend.
she?
Actually, we was at the party together. Yeah, I saw her this weekend.
What was she like? You know, that's my type right there. Little toxic bad bitch that'll kill you. I like that. What she smell like?
Allegedly. Salute. Yeah, Bonnie cool. She a real one. Like she's
Yeah.
terrifying. I'm scared of her. Like based off, if y'all Google her, yeah, just Google her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure right there, man. I like a little toxic little ghetto fan bitch like that. But yeah, shout out to Bonnie Drip, man. Everybody can't tame that type of lion, but I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah, get her
listening,
album
Bonnie?
right now too. It just dropped called Drip Dress.
I don't know.
Bonnie Drip. She's a
I ain't
fire
trying to
rapper.
hear her music, nigga. I ain't fucking with her for the music.
Come
What you
on,
talking
man.
about? I don't even like female rap. That shit's garbage. Tell her to keep making twerk videos and goddamn move a brick for a nigga or something. Nah, I don't even know what the show about. What y'all talking about? Brian Norman?
Yeah, Brian Norman.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense to Tio's there. That's an in-house fight. I don't see why that fight wouldn't be next. I don't know if Top Rank figures like, is it worth the money to dish out for Tio to fight a guy who ain't really that known yet? So I don't know if they want to keep building Brian Norman up, but in my opinion, that fight makes the most sense. So yeah, either that or unify. 147 ain't very stacked. You know what I'm saying? If you looked at I don't know the last time I looked what it was, but David Avenesian was like number 5 on the Ring Magazine pound for pound welterweight list. So that should just tell you how shitty welterweight is now that Earl and Bud and a lot of them guys have moved up. So his options are limited in Brian Norman. So yeah, I like the T.O. fight. I think Brian Norman beat the fuck out of T.O. personally. But Boots will probably beat the shit out of Brian Norman. So them dudes probably, if they ain't unifying and fighting each other and shit, it might be time to move up to 54 because ain't too much going on as far as big fights at 147. I mean, we talking about Barrios being one of the bigger fights. Like, when the fuck has Barrios been a big fight for anybody? So yeah, that division's kind of weak at this point. Until some 140s move up anyway. So, but yeah, that's my call on that. But shout out to TVV, shout out to Bonnie Drip. I'm out. Protect your mental health at all times.
Peace.
Jerry. And Jerry.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Feliz martes, amigos. I always feel like I gotta come in and correct you. Tierra Marie 050, 30 or 40. Not the other way around, brother.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 minute. 1 second. Can I get a mic check?
1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna name off 5 boxers. Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker, and Manny Pacquiao. And now you can add Terence
Bud Crawford. The only fighters in history to move up from 135 to 154 and win a championship. So when those of you, I'm talking to the PBC choir boys, because those are the only group that talks about he can't sell, there ain't enough money in the fight. We can't sell it. Blah, 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 blah. Everything that has absolutely nothing to do with you as a fan of boxing. You ain't losing money. You ain't paying money. What the hell do you care about? And Terence Bud Crawford, the guy that supposedly doesn't have a personality. Does Tank Davis have a personality? Does Errol Spence have a personality? I guarantee you, if you put Terence Bud Crawford in the same goddamn room as Tank Davis and Errol Spence, he will suck the air out of it.
Pause.
But let me get to a topic that I wanted to jump back into. Ness, you had something to say.
Nope.
Ness.
Nope. Nothing.
Listen, Marco is no longer on the panel. If I go over, well, I'll send you another counter. What you're about to start seeing, because Turkey Al-Sheikh just gave his first performance, his first marketing, his first event on United States soil, you're going to start seeing what you hadn't seen before. Kevin Ioli's article is one of the first dominoes to hit. The Saudis invested first in golf in the LIV tournament. And because golf is more mainstream, you had all the political groups come out and label Saudi as
feel like it's your time,
anti-humane.
but it's not your time.
Tiger Woods turned down an $800 million contract with the Saudis because of political pressure. What you're going to start seeing now, it started off with Kevin Ioli. Number one, because he wants to elevate UFC and Dana White. But part of it is that he wants to start isolating boxing as it is associated with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Although Turkey Al-Sheikh is putting on the event with UFC, Dana White is in the forefront. What you're going to start seeing, my friends, all money ain't good money. Where did you hear that first? The PBC. So when we talk about what is good for boxing and what is bad for boxing, I don't want to talk about what the PBC was when they first hit the market. Let's talk about the PBC when they're struggling with their finances. And I want the choir boys to call in and tell me, what is so good about the PBC today? What are they doing for boxing? They promised you 12, 13, 14 events. They've done 4. 2 of them, Canelo. 1 with Tank Davis. The first one, nobody even knows. You don't know what they're doing. Are they even making money? But who cares at this point? So when you call me a hater, remember, I always have receipts. The PBC, the P. Diddy Boxing Committee, has been nothing but toxic for boxing, especially after they've run into money problems. Say goodnight to the bad guy. This is Jerry Soriano, your lender for life. Let him cook!
All right, Jerry. Let's see who is next. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. Help with the visibility of the show. Help us grow. You know we love growth. We're trying to get to 230,000. You know the true goal is at least 250, 250, but really a million. But we'll take 230 in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? We got to take them interim titles. Interim titles. We got, I believe this is Joker. Yo.
Hello.
It's not Joker. What up, Abe?
You may feel like it's your time,
Can
but
you
it's
hear
not
me?
your time.
I hear you.
Hey, brother, it's Abraham. I wanted to ask you because I've been trying to get on there so I can support your show. How do I sign up to send you like
Sign up to
a
what?
Cash App or something? So no, so I could Cash App and stuff like that. Like, how do I do it?
Oh, well, the Cash App is the Boxing Voice #1. It's on the screen, and you can use the QV code on the screen. The Zelle is on the screen. You can use the QV code. You could also use YouTube to super chat, but the Cash App, like I said, is on the screen. So, yeah, if you're watching it on your television, you can use your phone to do the Cash App with the QV code.
So just look on the screen and use that.
Yep.
Well, I tried doing that before. It didn't work. That's why I was asking, because I've been watching you for a long time.
I mean,
I don't call in all the
best
time. I
way,
listen all the time, though.
the best way is, the Cash App. Like I said, the Boxing Voice 1, THABOXINGVOICE, the number 1. All
Hold
right.
on, I can't type that fast. The Boxing Voice 1.
Yep, THABOXINGVOICE, the number 1. You called in on Twitter already today, right?
No, I did call in earlier because I like to, I just wanted to hop in and holler at you because, like I told you, now that I'm going to get in there and
90
start cash
seconds.
apping and counter punching, you're going to get to know me. And shout out to CYP because he's one of the callers that when he calls in, everybody doesn't agree with him, but he makes sense. He doesn't call in saying no dumb shit, but there's callers that say intelligent things, and then there's too many callers that call in. And no disrespect to nobody, but I know damn well you don't know shit about boxing.
60
I hear
seconds.
some of the comments that people make. But you actually box. Shout out to you, Ness, because you know what it's like to get in that ring and fight against somebody else. You don't know what's going to happen until y'all start throwing them hands at each other. So I know you know for a fact what it's like to get in there in that combat state. It's a whole nother story versus sitting back and running your mouth. I know you know that for a fact.
For sure.
Not only that, that's some Gemini shit. I'm a Gemini. That's what we do. We're aggressive. That's why when I hear you going off on somebody, I feel like that's my nigga right there.
10
You're not right
seconds.
all the time, though. But it is what it is. Who do you think Terence Crawford should fight next?
Sebastian Fundora.
Why?
Because he got the WBC.
Okay. But he's trying to fight Errol Spence.
Exactly, who he should not be trying to fight.
All right, let me ask you a quick question. Who do you think wins that fight? Errol Spence or
You may feel like it's your
Fundora?
time,
Fundora.
but it's not your time.
That's the bell, champ.
I don't think so. But you
That's the bell. We got half boxing, $2. Ness, you know any good work in what is SLC? Southern Los what? Southern
Las Vegas.
Sacramento. I don't know. What's SLC? I don't know. South Louisiana. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck SLC
I think it's
stands for.
Vegas.
Hell no, that ain't Vegas. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm just getting close to the 3 years, which is wild that it's going by that fast.
Dang.
Crazy.
You official Nevadian.
For real. Las Vegan.
Las Vegas.
Chicago.
What's
up?
up, Ness? Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's up, Nessy?
Chilling.
I haven't called for a while. First of all, I'm calling. I need information about Border Wars. I went on your website. I went on your Twitter. I want to buy the tickets, and I want to book the hotel. Definitely want to go out there. Where can I get the information at?
We haven't released tickets yet. Let me get that from Adrian now.
Okay.
Hold on. But yeah, continue with your call.
And also, I already told you if you need a pickup from the airport, I got you. So, Midwest Mafia in the building, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, I want to make sure, first of all, recap from the weekend. You were right about the zone and the graphics. I hope the zone is listening. I don't know what was with the Boo-Foo graphics. They need to work on that. Turkey, if you're listening, we want the rematch. I don't want nothing else. I don't want nothing, you know what I mean? Don't try to give me takeout. I don't want Uber Eats. I don't want this and that. I want that rematch. Basically, also, if that's a great card, I think if you build that card up, I don't know who you can build that, put a heavyweight underneath that. That can be another pay-per-view. So, we can build that card up. I know they got a lot of damage. They probably have to be out for a couple months, but we want that rematch. Don't give me nothing else. I want LaFleur and what's his name from Philly. That's a great fight. They're both from Philadelphia. That's sells tickets. I know LaFleur's with Don King. That might be an issue, but I think Brett will resolve that. So I definitely want that. What else was the topic today?
Just Crawford vacating and Norman elevating and talking what could potentially be next. The TO fight, the Boots unification, or, does he remain on the Keyshawn undercard?
Crawford's in a tough situation. I feel bad for this cat. He feels like even when he got the turkey back in him, he's in a rough spot. Like, he can't get fights. PBC kind of has that division on the wraps, you know what I mean? What do you think his best move will be, Ness? What do you think Crawford should do? Like, if you were his promoter right now, or if you were the Sheik, what would you do? What would you put the money at?
For Crawford?
Yeah.
He wants Fundora or Virgil.
That's not happening. We both know this. You know how he got that on wraps.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, we got to see what happens.
Put that stuff online, man. I need about those tickets.
Yeah, Adrian hit me back. He said tickets go on sale Monday.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
That looks like everybody. Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Back at it. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Peace.
Peace.